Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to 3Y TV. And tonight, the OSCA Weekend Woodsman Series is at Dover for the season finale. Tonight, we wrap it up here at the Monster Mile. Cars are getting ready to practice. I don't know what the name of the race is officially, but we're going to wing it.
Weekend Woodsman 178.
Weekend Woodsman 178. There we go. And 89 laps a half. Top two cars will invert here tonight. And of course, Carlos is behind the scenes. But Matthew, I'm joined with Matthew. I'm jumping all over the place tonight. But anyway, Matthew, we got 89 laps, two halves. Two drivers basically mathematically eligible to win the championship here tonight. And Indelicato comes in here with a 17-point lead over Westergreen, as you see the standings in the corner of your screen there. But how tall of a task is this going to be here at the Monster Mile for David Westergreen to come out on top to pull off the upset?
It's going to be tough for David, and obviously I've worked very close with Nick for a long time, so the insight I can provide is he's a huge fan of this track. This is a track that suits him. But David Westergreen, I mean, I've talked about him, and I have, you know, I've really given him the attention this entire chase-offs. David has always been pretty good at OSCA. He had a decent regular season. It wasn't really going all that great, to be honest, but he had decent speed. And then he won a race all of a sudden, and things changed for him. All season long, Indelicato led the points. Cherry and Watson were right there with him. Seth Rawls, too. But it ended up being David Westergreen who led the points for half of our chase-offs here. And now he's had a little bit of a slip lately, but 17 points out with two 89-lap halves at Dover. It's going to be a little bit of a grueling one. He definitely could pull it off. It'll be tough, but I'll say, in terms of practice, I'll get to our green flag run, like our longest green flag runs later, but just so we're clear, David Westergreen has ran 137 laps of practice, and he's still out on the racetrack. The next driver has ran like 40 less, and I think that's Cooper Johnson.
And that's almost equivalent to the total amount of laps we're going to run here tonight. Wow. And there you see the broadcast championship there as well. We didn't get the, the practice that that Westergreen has so far, that's for sure. But, and that's what I think we ended last week's broadcast talking about the Rocky montage as far as that's kind of what he had to do. Yeah, he might get up to 180 laps in the next, what has he got? He's got 5 more minutes. He can do it.
I mean, in terms of, just so we can touch bases on it real quick, long run practice, it's always important, but people always overlook it. And I usually have a hard time finding long runs that people run in practice. But guys were putting in work this week. I usually only pull these from the top half of the field because if you run long runs and run lower in practice, it doesn't matter as much. But Zach Evans is always a long run guy. He's put in a 45 lap run this practice. That's the longest of anybody. He also has a 27 lap run. Nathaniel Cherry has a 40 lap run. David Westergreen with his 136 laps, he has runs of 21, 31, and 36. Those are separate runs on separate sets of tires, so he has tons of practice at this point and how those tires are going to change. So I think that's going to serve him extremely well. Other notable long runs, Seth Rawls has got a 29 lap run. Brent Jones and Nick Indelicato have 25 lap runs. McIntosh and Fody with 21 laps, Cooper Johnson with 18 lap runs, and all those guys are guys in the top 12. So of all the guys that are really going to be fast tonight, it seems, Cooper Johnson only running 18 laps is usually a pretty good long run for practice at iRacing. So everybody's going to be pretty dialed in here.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one to see who's good on the long runs, especially from what I was hearing during practice around, we heard, what'd you say, it was Zach Evans that took the 45
laps.
Yeah, that's probably going to be about the fuel run for these cars. So a lot of guys pushing the limits to see what we have on a fuel run, which I kind of like that 45. I think it's going to be a pretty sweet spot here tonight.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. So, still early caution could it's not going to wipe away the pit stop strategy. So this is going to be a fun one here tonight as we do get qualifying underway. And while we do that, this will be the last time we get to I guess, well, second to last time. My bad.
Make our picks.
Make our picks.
Yeah.
We're gonna
who's
have
first?
Dallas make his picks though first. We'll just
Is-
drag him up here real quick.
Oh, he actually is here. Okay.
Hope
So
it's
yeah,
not hot.
Dallas is driving the 29 car tonight. That's a story. Anyway, Dallas, who you got in the first half, pal?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know if I have left to choose from. Actually, you know
pick
what?
yourself.
Me, the 29 car. Let's do
All
that.
right, there you go. I mean, you're last. You can't win the championship,
Yeah.
so what's it matter?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, I'm just gonna be blunt with you. You legitimately are mathematically out. You are the only one of us that are mathematically out, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You first.
All right.
All right. Well,
That's
goody,
goody.
You ain't
goody.
lost him first.
That's what he said.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess desperation mode for me, and I saved this pick, I guess, all season, so I'm going to go with that 4-car of Nick and Delgado.
God, you're not a good person.
Can't use that.
I saved that pick for the same reason. You are not a good person. Oh. Okay,
All
Matt,
right.
who you got?
I think this is a bit of a no-brainer. My best option to go with here for this first half is going to be Braxton DeWeese.
Ooh. Yeah, you were all smug about that. I know I'm going to pick.
I'm happy about that. It worked out.
I was really looking to pick the number 4 car.
So far, the car's on pole, so good job, Goody.
Oh,
Yeah, out of 4.
30.
Oh, 16 cars.
unreal.
Well, Vic, what's your backup plan?
Well, my backup plan is the number 43.
Oh, that's a good
James
pick.
Watson.
James
He,
Watson's a
he
good
was
pick.
actually he was going to be my half 2 pick, but I'll take him for half 1.
All right.
All right.
Hope he
Well,
has a good half.
I was thinking about the 43. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty solid pick, especially looking at his current qualifying lap and the practice lap. But I decided ultimately I'm gonna go with a different driver I haven't picked in
Cameron
half
Rich.
1, who was not only outperforming him in qualifying right now, but also B, outperformed and outpaced him in practice, and that's the number 91 of Johnson.
Ooh, I like it.
I am a big fan of that pick. Cooper Johnson was only 1,000th off the fastest time in practice. He is just as fast as anybody out here today.
Yeah, yeah, these are some
And I
solid
have a
picks. We saved the
solid
best
half
for
two.
last. You know what? I'm going in blind in half 2. I just knew I had the opportunity to pick Nick and Delicado last week going into this week, but half 2 we're gonna wing it. Shoot from the hip. It's gonna work.
You just started blasting.
We are winding out qualifying. Indelicado currently sitting on the pole, not looking good for Westergreen. He's currently back in that 12th spot, so even more work with that 17-point lead if things kind of stand the way they are now. With there's no bonus points for the pole, correct?
No, but I mean, you almost guarantee yourself that first lap lead.
Yeah, unless catastrophe happens. Unless you're that 32 car when you win the pole and
Poor
you
guy.
spin I had to.
Well, hang
I
on
had
now. Tyler Fody is still on his hot lap, as we saw. Fody led practice, so it's not over yet for Nick and Delicado.
Practice?
Tyler Fody could practice.
We're talking about
practice?
practice.
Tyler
Not the
Fody could
game.
still take this pole.
See what
Looked
he's
pretty
got
solid.
here.
18th.
First lap, 18th. Is that his first lap or second?
Definitely a warm-up lap. Definitely a warm-up lap.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's still on track. Still on track. And there's Justin Kevin
Oh,
Cole.
it's
Oh, he
purple.
got in the wall. Did he get in the wall there though?
Hold on, 40
he's
No,
gonna
he
count.
was sideways. He was sideways.
Wow. See,
Oh man, he was close to hitting the wall.
that looked clean. Honestly, I don't think he went as hard in that second half. That was, oh, he got it by a
Top of the
10th.
Oh,
He got it by a whole 10th. And you know what? This is important too. That 95 car and that 4 car are currently tied in the Owners' Championship.
Oh,
so
man.
there's another battle there. This is huge.
3 wide TV. We know drama.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
oh man, and that will be huge too for helping his South Shore teammate there for kind of blockading the 4 car from potentially leading a lap here.
That's
and maybe-
true.
And yeah, so there's a lot going into that one. But with that, qualifying's complete. Tyler Fody on the pole. Are we doing the whole lineup? We doing just touch up, and this is the final race of the year? Matthew, you make the call.
We got.
I'm
no,
giving you guys as much time as you want. I just
Mhm.
would like to know.
we-
You
we
know
can
what? I
take
think
as
for
many laps
last
as we want.
time, I think for one last time we can go through our field here.
We
Give
will
everybody a shot for the guys who showed up to end it out.
Yeah, stuck it out the whole way through here. All right, so with that on the pole, as we just mentioned, the number 95 car of Tyler Fody. He's running for South Shore Racing in his Chevrolet, and he's out of Jacksonville, Florida. And on the outside of row number 1 is that 4 car of Nick Indelicato. Can he seal up that championship tonight? We're about to find out, and he's racing out of Syracuse, New York.
Starting in that third position on the inside of row number 3 in the 00 Weekend Woodsman Racing Chevrolet from Canada, it's Caden Tufts. To his outside in the number 91 South Shore Racing Chevrolet from South St. Paul, Minnesota, Cooper Johnson.
On the inside of row number 3 in the number 20 S2 Racing Team Ford, it's OSCA's most popular driver, Braxton DeWeese, and he's racing out of Miamisburg, Ohio. And on the outside of him, and the best looking car in the business in that number 99 S2 Racing Team Ford from Worcester. Sorry, Dave. I can't say it. Massachusetts, Gilberto Javier Gomera.
Starting in the 7th position, it's James Watson piloting the number 43 Holotype Watson Racing Chevrolet from Fairfield, California. Bit of a farewell, by the way, to Holotype. I don't think they have any plans lined up for next season, so we're hoping James can help play a part, send those guys out on a high note. Starting 8th to his outside, the Rocket Man, Seth Rawls, and the number 25 Launch Partners Ford Mustang from Peabody, Massachusetts.
There's a sloth.
On the oh yeah, there it is. On the inside of row number 5 in the number 32 Do Good Motorsports Chevrolet out of Medford, Wisconsin, Dusty the Dragon Doer. And on the outside, starting in that 10th position in the number 6 RK Motorsports Chevrolet from Princeton, North Carolina, it's Zach Me Fine White Gloves Evans.
The last race with RKM next season, he will be going to a different team. But I have given him the number, so he will be able to drive number 6. As a matter of fact, he left because the Panthers beat Carolina.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
All right. Starting in row number 6, that's a good little factoid there. Starting
It's
in
not,
number
it's not,
6.
obviously.
Starting in the 11th spot at the number 26 Shift Esports Ford Mustang from another Canadian in the field. It is Nathaniel Ice Cold Cherry. To his outside is the 2000 Busch Series champion and the number 2 DGG Racing Chevrolet from Owensboro, Kentucky. It's Jeff Green.
On the inside of row number 7 in car number 73 out of the Nurse Aviator Racing Stable from Blackwater, Queensland, Australia, it's Kynan the Landshark Jones. And on the outside, starting in that 14th position in the number 9 South Shore Racing Chevrolet from Schaumburg, Illinois, he's battling for that championship tonight. Look for him to go to the front. It's David Westergreen.
Starting 15th in the number 13 Nurse Aviator Racing Toyota from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Get a good look at him right now on the racetrack, because next season he'll be hopping up here with me and Goody in the booth, and he'll be splitting duties with me. Adam Peeler. To his outside in the number 52 RK Motorsports Chevrolet from Santa, California. Starting 16th, Justin Kevin Kolb.
In the inside of row number 9 in the number 14 Weekend Woodsman Racing Chevrolet from Door, Michigan, it's Brent Mother Beep and Jones. And on the outside of him, starting 18th in the number 87 RK Motorsports Chevrolet from Inner Grove Heights, Minnesota, it's the young punk, but not as young as we thought, Darren Staff.
Yeah, who we just learned after talking over him for 4 months, he's actually 17 and not 14, as a matter of fact.
Still a puppy.
He looks like he's about to star in Top Gun.
Oh, hell yeah. I love it.
Back on row number 10. And starting 19th on the number 21 Do Good Motorsports Chevrolet from Holbrook, New York, it is Tom the Modified Guy Capuano. To his outside on the number 10 Shift Esports Ford from Asheville, North Carolina, it's the league potty mouth Ty McIntosh.
On the inside of row number 11 in the number 98 Holotype Watson Racing Chevrolet from Phoenix, Arizona, in that beautiful paint schemed machine, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that. It's Victor Aldrich.
Sometimes I just start sentences.
Yep, and I don't know where I'm going with him. And on the outside, him starting in the 22nd position in the number 39 Do Good Motorsports Chevrolet out of Thomasville, North Carolina. Give it up, get loud, because he's not. It's Jordan Tarbell.
Vinny, where does that cat in P23 come from?
Oh, he comes from the dirty side of South Bend.
Coming from that dirty side of South Bend, I totally didn't just forget that. Thank you. The number 96 South Shore Racing Chevrolet. There it is. It's on the screen right in front of me. From the dirty side of South Bend, Indiana, it's Adam Tepe. To his outside, making another OSCA appearance in the number 5 Weekend Woodsman Racing Chevrolet from Spring Lake, New Jersey. Alex Greats making another appearance here.
Hey, good to see him back on track. Hopefully those 2 tires work better for him if he does it tonight. But I also got to mention that all sides of South Bend, besides the campus of Notre Dame, are pretty dirty. But anyway, starting in the final row here in that number
That is a sharp race
29,
car.
it is beautiful. In that number 29 RK Motorsports sexy machine from Struthers, Ohio, it's Dallas. Where's my hand? And starting shotgun on the field in that number 54 Nurse Savior Racing Toyota from Brooklyn, New York, it's Rashid Cole.
She'd mother
You know,
fucking Coles.
You know, I think that we should. I think we should do an interview here while we got the time. But I don't think we should interview the pole sitter. You know, I think we should talk to this guy,
Rashid?
driver the number 13.
Who is this guy? We should get familiar with this guy for some reason.
Yeah,
Adam,
I
how's
don't
it
know.
going?
You might be
I was
talking
in
to
like,
him.
yeah, I was in like mid sentence.
Well, you don't get to have sentences when you're in this Discord.
Yeah,
No.
right. So,
Yeah.
so we know you're not the league potty mouth. That means Ty McIntosh will still hold on to that, so that's good. But it's the last night out here for you. What's kind of the goal? Are you going out there to sweep this race?
Well, actually, hold on. Before you can answer that.
We are at
Peeler,
Dover, right?
Peeler, why no webcam?
What's up?
Why no webcam?
Because I forgot to click the button.
Peeler, you're killing me.
I'm sorry. I
You've got a
literally
10-minute
didn't know.
halftime. You've got a 10-minute halftime.
I didn't
had-
know there was a 13 gigabyte update, and I was trying to get that done, and I forgot.
All right, go answer Goody's questions or whatever it is you do here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna win, both halves.
No, it's
Here at
Dover. No. You do understand I'm coming in the booth to give you that mid-pack, everybody sucks, what's going on, right? Like, I'm not...
Oh, so you're stealing my mid pack thunder. I see how it is.
Yeah. See, I'm current mid-packer. I can tell you how much fun we have back here racing the crap out of each other for no reason.
I love it. I love it. So is that kind of the goal out here tonight? Just go out there, have fun, just have a blast, and send it off
man.
the right way.
I got this pretty paint scheme that Vic did for me. It's the tribute back to the first truck race I ran in OSCA. So that's cool, and just go out here and have fun. I mean, why not, right? Like, we end up wrecked. I'll just come hang out with you guys.
Heck yeah! Hey, I love it. Get it. Hopefully, you won't get an early start tonight. We'll yeah. Can't let go of the past. Carlos is saying you can't let go of the past, but well, you're letting go. You're getting out of the cockpit. You're coming up for the booth, so we'll have fun.
Yeah, I mean, can't be much worse than back here, right?
Hey, you know what? Maybe not.
I almost pulled a Robert Hill and went down pit road because I don't want to be in the middle of this pack getting into one.
So you're predicting tonight's going to be pretty treacherous on all fronts?
Nah, all jokes aside, it should be good. I went back and watched the race from the Xfinity race we ran here. There was a lot of green flag runs. We had a couple big pileups, but I'm hoping that won't happen again, and we'll just kind of get strung out, and I can actually enjoy this last little ride.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. Put on a good show for us, but don't spoil the show there. You got a guy battling for a championship right alongside you there.
Man, don't remind me. We were literally talking about that. I was like, why does he have to be right there?
See, I can relate to that. That'd be my concern too. It's like I'm gonna do something stupid, take out the guy who's battling for a championship.
Well, we were talking about that, and Kynan's in front of me, and then it's me, and then Brent's in the Discord as well, and he's right behind me. And I was like, can we just not screw this up? Like, there's 3 of us right here. Let's just get through turn 1 and not kill each other, and it'll be okay.
So Carlos said your confidence level's at a 28%. Is that accurate? I think that's on the high side.
27.
if I can get through turn 2 and not hit it at least less than 2 times, that's a win.
Let's wrap
To
this up.
me.
All right, yeah, we're kind of rambling now, so we'll let you strap in.
Wait.
Okay,
Before we let you
no.
go, you're gonna be the first to answer this question tonight, and I'm gonna ask
God.
everyone that gets an interview. What is your drink of choice?
His confidence level went
Like,
down.
what are you gonna drink after this race? What is the drink of choice for Adam Peeler?
And
once this
you
race
know
is
what
over?
my drink of choice is, and you're asking me this, so everyone laughs at me.
That's exactly what I'm asking
So
you.
I am I can't drink beer anymore. I'm not gonna get into why,
By
but
the
I
way, we're
can't.
going green this time.
So I drink Truly lemonades. They're delicious, and I don't care
those
what
are
anyone
good.
says.
Those are actually pretty good.
right,
I
we're gonna
don't
let
want to
him
look
go.
like a woman. Yeah, all right. We'll see. Good luck. Good luck, Adam.
All right, later, guys.
Yeah, see you.
All right.
All right.
Man, I haven't been this excited watching cars go around the racetrack in a long time. It's time to race for a championship.
Yeah, championship races on. Tyler Fode on the pole, battling for the Owners' Championship. It should be a fun one to watch here. Pace car is going to get ready to dive down pit road again. 89 laps. Top 2 cars will invert. See that pace car dive down pit road. Who will Miles the Monster strike at first? We're about to find out. Green flag's out. Tyler Fode's on the loud pedal. We're green flag racing. Ooh, Caden Tuff's looking on the inside trying to see if he can get a look before we go into good, turn 1. But a good start by that 00. He moves up in the 2nd spot.
Yeah, and when Adam Tepe was up here in the booth, he alluded to the long runs we had last year that we didn't expect to have because Dover is chaotic. Oh, as I said, Nathaniel Cherry, he's going to keep it down there. He's got some damage already. That's a quick, unfortunate event for him. But this is a very much a driver's track. They're going to be racing the track. These cars are a little more planted than some of the other ones you might drive, but they're still loose. So there's reason to believe we'll have those long runs.
Yeah, then almost ended early there with Nathaniel Cherry getting the inside wall. So Miles the Monster has officially struck, but good thing we do stay green flag race. We got 2 long halves here. Again, that fuel run, hearing about 43, 45 laps. And Zach Evans, I think, kind of attested to that with his practice run. So that maybe could be a factor, and especially on this pit road. If we have to make green flag pit stops, that pit road speed's treacherous, 35 miles an hour.
It's also a very difficult pit road entry.
Yeah,
You're ducking down there like 2/3 through the corner, and it really, really. Oh, I think Nathaniel Cherry has a meatball. He's pulled out on a pit road already.
Oh man, tough break for the 26 car as he pulls on pit road. Yeah, he did get a pretty heavy contact. Oh, it looks like both sides of the car might have got smashed there as we're looking live on the 3-wide TV multicam.
Trying to go back and see what happened.
I'll pull up a replay here.
Oh, no, it's his teammate. Oh, Seth Rawls. Seth Rawls got the wall and bounced off it. He didn't hit the wall that hard, but it was enough for him to bounce off of it and into his teammate.
That's a tough break again for Nathaniel Cherry, and kind of looking through the field, kind of the movers and shakers. For the most part, staying pretty even. Kynan Jones up 4 spots.
Yeah.
He's up in that 9th position.
All right, here's the
Looking
replay.
back further in the pack, we'll look at the replay of what happened to Nathaniel Cherry.
One right off turn 2. You see the 25 there? He grabs the wall and jeez, man.
Tough break. And but Alex Greats in that 5 car, he's up 5 spots from the 24th position to 19th.
Westergreen's up 3.
Oh, Westergreen's moving on up. But one of the biggest losers so far, besides Nathaniel Cherry, who got into the wall, is Zach Evans, falling back 8 spots all the way back to that started 10th, all the way back to 18th right now. But I'm wondering, running those longer stints in practice, is he maybe just saving his stuff?
Well, I have some inside information.
Okay, let's hear it.
The first thing that Data said to me when I hopped into the team chat during practice is he said, "Bro, I got no short run speed."
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Usually you hear about the long run speed.
What?
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's what he has.
for Zach or for
Oh,
Dallas?
no,
or
I
for
mean,
both?
usually people complain about the long run. That's what they complain about.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
no short run speed.
Yeah,
No, Zach.
well,
Zach also at the same time. I don't know if you guys caught that on the replay or in the initial viewing. Zach also hit the outside wall alongside
He did.
Seth Ross.
I went back and looked. He didn't hit. Oh, we got another. Somebody really in the wall. It's
Brent
Dylan
Jones. And while they're stacked up, Yeah, I think Brent and Darren making contact there.
Everybody's going to keep it straight, but it looks like, oh, you know what? Darren Staff took a bite out of the apron about in the middle of the corner in
Yep.
shape, and it sent him up the racetrack, and oh my goodness, poor Brent Jones had nowhere to go. Packed him pretty good. Ty McIntosh got into the back of the 14. Everybody kept it straight, but there's some pretty considerable damage on those race cars.
Yeah, they're probably gonna hope a yellow comes out, not or to benefit them, not because of them, so they can get some of that damage fixed. But they keep on trucking right now. Tyler Fode still holding on to the lead, but not really pulling away a whole lot. A little over a tenth of a second. There you see the battle for lead there. Caden's keeping right on that bumper, the 95.
You know, I think what you're going to be able to tell, I'm not really sure yet, but you're going to see guys who can stick it down and roll that bottom really well. Dover, you carry an insane amount of speed. For a 1 mile track, you carry almost 180 miles per hour into these corners. It is so incredibly easy to sail it off into the corner way harder than you need to. And then you wash up the track because you're like, oh, I'm going to diamond it. And while you can do that, your right front hurts. And you're going to start seeing people take off into the corner. They don't really ever make it to the bottom, and they just don't look like their car's handling. And it's going to become evident quickly who saved their stuff because they're going to roll that bottom so much better.
Yeah, and also just this false sense. It doesn't even sometimes feel like you're overdriving the corner with all the banking
you just don't
in
even
there.
know.
Yeah, it's until it's too late. I've known many a times the first run at Dover, if you don't practice that long run speed, so that could play huge here tonight. That you realize how bad you're burning your right front tire, and sometimes it could be losing so much track position you maybe never can make it up. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But we do have a driver in the infield care center. We'll bring him up as we are racing green flag right now. Nathaniel Cherry, lap one didn't go so well for you. What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I looked at it. I know he hit the wall, but I'm very, very mad at Seth right now. We're friends, so we'll talk about it, but I feel like there's no reason to be pushing it that hard up the corner on lap one. As you said, lap one. Man, it's just been such a joke ever since I thought that I had a chance to lead. Oh, Capuano just spun. Oh, he saved it.
Good job.
Ever since I had a chance to take the lead of the championship, it's just been all downhill. I mean, I guess I'll just get my shout-outs out of the way just in case I don't get another chance to do it. Thanks to, ironically, SethRawlsDesign.com for sponsoring the cars all season. Hopefully he's with us next season, wherever that is. Thanks to ShopAngryDuck.com for being an affiliate of the team. Thanks to Shift for staying with me and giving me a ride all season, as painful as the last point of the season has been. Also want to say happy Pride Month to everybody out there. No matter what your gender or sexual orientation is, you are accepted and you are deserving of love no matter what anybody says, and I hope all of the bigots watching this are very uncomfortable by that phrase. And also shout out to my mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa who are watching on the big screen upstairs. So hopefully I can put on a better show for them in the second half.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing you out there in the second half. You'll have a lot of work to do. You'll be back in that 26th position, but we're going to look to see you charge up towards the front.
I mean, I literally have nothing to lose now. So, might as well.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I know this is not the way you wanted to interview us, but Vic, does he get the question asked for
Yeah,
Tim?
yeah.
Of course
you
he
know what?
does.
Yeah, of course he does. Why not?
He might need it now.
Yeah. So once this race is done, what is your drink of choice going to be?
Dude, I might start before the second half.
Do it.
It's gonna be Okanagan cider. You probably don't have it in the U.S., but Okanagan Valley in BC, Canada, they produce some really good cider.
It's nice to hear somebody not just say beer.
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 Oh, we got a spec.
Oh, kind of Jones around. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. So anyway, with that cider and hey, you might have to go grab a cider, one of those ciders, and enjoy the second half here.
Yeah.
Or
We'll
first
see what
half. First half. You're gonna win the second half. That's what I'm calling.
Oh yeah, right. Let's hope.
All right. Thanks, Nathaniel, for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Enjoy your night.
Yep. Have a good one.
Well, just some interesting little tidbits about that there. Kynan Jones, Jeff Green kind of drove into him, but he almost knocked him back straight too. He kind of did a great job saving it, but his car looks good. That could have been so much worse.
Oh man, that it looked like at first it did look like Green was gonna just take him all the way around, but yeah, did end up saving that car, and we continue going Green. And speaking of Green, Jeff Green, he's moved up 3 spots now in the top 10
Here's
in
the
that
replay.
9th position. Let's take a look. Oh, Green, I think, is getting a good run off the code. Net code, yeah.
Might have been some netcode. You're right.
Oh,
Oh,
caution's
caution's
out.
First caution of the night. Looking for who? Oh, it's Ty McIntosh, and that car is. That's some pretty good damage on that thing.
Yeah.
Wow, it's netcode 2 actually. The 5 car definitely gets loose off the corner, but there is never any contact between the 5 and the 10 car. It's coming off turn 2 of lap 23.
All right, that's the wrong driver. My bad, guys.
I don't know if this angle will show it, but the 5 car gets loose, and he.
Oh, it showed it.
Oh,
It showed it. Yeah.
that was
Unfortunate for Ty
Yeah.
McIntosh.
and
Everybody's coming down pit road, by the way.
it looked pretty similar to what we've seen out of that wreck between Seth Rawls and Nathaniel Cherry, except, well, maybe net code there. But and that's the treacherous thing. I think, the calamity corner here at Dover's usually that turn 2. But we'll hear what maybe the straight out of the horse's mouth as we're watching the race, the battle off pit road. We'll see if anyone does some different strategies here. But we'll bring. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go. While you do this, I'm gonna go ask some guys about their tire wear.
Ooh, perfect. Love it. So while Matthew does that, we do have fresh out of the infield care center. So fresh, he smells clean. And Ty McIntosh, unfortunate. It seemed like a bad blip of netcode. What did you see out there?
Oh yeah, I mean it was just hard racing. Me and the 5 were going at it pretty hard. I felt like we were both kind of being a little aggressive. I was pinching him, he was pinching me, but your netcode there, he got a little loose. I was kind of expecting it, honestly. Just nothing we could do. It was just really hard racing. Honestly, I was having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it seems like there's some good side-by-side, racing that we've seen here tonight. But unfortunately, real life, virtual side of it, that turn 2 can get pretty tight when you're racing that hard side-by-side.
Yeah, so I think it's just when you come off the bottom and you got that much speed, it's not going to stick on these old tires. We were on like 20 lap old tires at that point, and we were both sketching each other out a little bit, I'm sure. So yeah, I mean it's expected, man. It was fun.
Yeah, speaking of fun, kind of going out with a bang now. Last half to look forward to. We talked to your teammate just a minute ago, Nathaniel Cherry. He's got to work his way from the back to the front. How much fun are you going to have trying to charge that field in half 2?
I definitely think I need to take a little bit of a more definite approach. I probably need to save a little bit more. I felt like I was pushing a little too hard there. So maybe stay in the back a little bit. It's my last half in the 10 car for shift, so I want to try to at least get a good result. I was hoping I could do it both halves, but we at least got the last one, so I'm hoping it goes a little better.
So last race was shift. Any announcements on future plans or anything at this time?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be driving the number 13 for Nurse Aviator Racing. Adam's stepping into the booth, so it's gonna be cool to step in there and see what I can do over there.
Does that come with free wax melts?
Honestly, I haven't thought about that.
Good deal.
I haven't thought about that. I'm gonna have to ask Adam about that actually.
Now you have a bargaining chip. Just say
yeah,
that I didn't sign the contract yet.
I'll bring the
This is my-
sponsorship. You give me some sense.
Yep, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
Oh, I'm sure he will. And
Yeah.
I'm right up the road from him, so it's convenient.
Yeah, worst case, you get in the car, you go to his house, knock on the door, punch him in the face, steals wax melts.
Yeah,
Boom. Yeah. Gotta give him a hard time. But anyway, yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing that. We'll be looking forward to seeing your send-off here with the shift 10 cars. So go out there, have fun, and any shout-outs before we let you go.
Yeah, I mean, as always, for Harlander, these guys, they're going with me. So I absolutely love these guys to death. They've been amazing supporters. I want to shout out Shift for everything they've done for me. It's like, I love these guys. They're some of my best friends, and it's really just something I want to prove myself, like something to myself, really. So I'm trying something different. Angry Doug for being an affiliate for the whole team, and Nick for hopefully getting this championship.
Yeah,
and quickly before you go.
Oh, yeah.
What's your drink of choice after the race is done tonight?
Honestly, I'm not 21 yet. I got a couple more months on that. Mountain Dew.
All right.
Do
I
the
respect
do.
it.
Yeah,
Nesquik.
well, ooh, Nesquik's not
I'm
bad
not Jeff
either.
Green. Come on.
Oh, sorry, Yoo-hoo,
All
my
right.
bad, sorry. Or Milan, whatever it is, the green one is.
Green at this point might be gin and tonic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sneak some gin and tonic and go out there and get him half number 2. All right, that was Ty McIntosh trying to get us good send off here for Shift Esports tonight. We're gonna get ready to go back green flag racing here in lap 27, and your leader Tyler Fody on the top side.
Jump by those top two on the outside.
Ooh.
Launch.
And it looked like even Watson, wow, spun the tires. Dewar had to make an evasive move on the bottom side of the track. And before we get your report on pit road, you know, speaking of Jeff Green and Nesquik, I don't know if I should be sharing this, but obviously Jeff Green sponsored by Nesquik for many years in the Busch Series. But did I share the story before? I don't know. But when he was in Victory Lane, he didn't like Nesquik as much as Yoo-hoo, so they would always empty the bottles of Nesquik out and fill it with Yoo-hoo. Yeah.
That's news to me.
That is
Yeah, fun
controversial.
That's insane.
I think maybe his 2000 Busch Series championship should be revoked. There's a lot of collusion here.
My childhood is ruined now. Are you kidding me?
Right? You know how much Nesquik Carlos drank because of Jeff Green?
I started watching NASCAR because of Jeff Green.
Yeah, and he was drinking Yoo-hoo this entire time. You know what? I don't like Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo to me tastes just like you mix like a half a gallon of water.
And water.
It's just chocolate water.
What's the thing? If you look at the bottle of Yoo-hoo, it's not chocolate milk. They actually define it as chocolate drink.
Yeah.
That just sounds gross. Oh,
Which, by the
Dewar.
way,
Make it aggressive.
I was going to say, this Caden Tufts and Nick and Delicato battle is razor thin. They both almost doored off the corner there, and Delicato takes third.
Ooh, some guys getting close to the wall. We're having a lot of good battles up front, but these guys might not be so easy on their right front tires. Matthew, what did you get out of your little pit road run there?
All right, so I got stuff from 3 guys. I got from David Westergreen, Cooper Johnson, and Zach Evans. David Westergreen actually was overdriving a little bit. He said he wasn't really happy with the way he managed his stuff in that run. Obviously, you know, the caution can get him to reset. He's 10th now, and he's got the whole field right in front of him. Cooper Johnson, it's actually really interesting. Cooper Johnson, despite running up front, did not want to see that caution. Cooper Johnson, he did not say whether he was happy or not happy with his tires, but he...
That's around. He hit that was weird. He just snapped. And that will bring out our second caution.
Of course, Adam Tepe ran into him, the most unlucky soul to grace the field of the last couple months.
Yeah, unfortunate for both of the drivers. That was the weird. I don't know if Dewar overdrove it, slid it, and
netcode. It was netcode.
Oh, netcode. Oh boy.
Netcode off of James Watson. I mean, it looks. He was already kind of wiggling, but you can tell he wasn't wiggling. He got it a little bit sideways, but he was just kind of sending it, and he didn't go around. It was obvious netcode.
Yeah, that was bad. And I think he could have almost slid this car around maybe, but I don't think he wanted to get into Jeff Green.
43 caught the apron.
Oh man, so that's what kind of a second wreck that kind of initiated off of an apron hit there.
This 99 car gets struck on the side, but I don't see any damage.
Yeah, he might have got lucky with the. Oh, Rashid, of course, Rashid.
Oh
did
man,
he get hit? Oh no, he just locked him up. He was locking him up.
Now
Zach Evans, a little bit of damage already on that 6 car
from that one though.
On board.
Did we see Jordan Tarble? Because I wasn't watching the stream.
Tarble?
Whoa.
We saw Tarble get involved, missing it. He spun trying to hit it and hit the inside wall.
Oh man, his teammate there, Do Good Motorsports teammate.
Now as we watch it here, I'm going to go ahead and finish our little pit road report. Cooper Johnson did not explicitly say he managed his tires well, but he said he definitely did not want to see that caution. And Zach Evans actually said the car was he finally was starting to get the car just how he wanted it. And that could be seen. He was starting to pick up the pace. That was the point in the run where it started to turn. Right halfway through the run is when the tires came in for him. He was going to get ready to start moving forward. So he definitely did not want that caution.
Yeah, that's so we'll have another short run. I don't know how many takers we had on pit road while we were watching the replays of the wreck. I'm going to kind of look and see who's pitted.
I think it was just damaged guys.
Yeah, I think Darren's staff one that went down pit road. He also got in the wall, I believe, a little bit earlier, or got in that contact with Brent Jones that didn't bring the caution. And Dustin Dewar, Adam Tepe, who is in the infield care center. We'll bring him up. Man, we haven't got a chance to talk to him because of his terrible luck, but we'll get to talk to him now.
I just wanted to send the season out in the most 96 way possible.
You haven't flipped over.
You did it. Yeah.
You didn't flip
You
over.
need to flip.
Sorry.
Is that reserved for half number 2 now, or what?
Probably.
And it seems like a wreck happens and it just gravitates towards your car. Is it kind of one of those things where, you know, maybe you're looking forward to an off-season kind of reset and get ready for 2023B season?
I'm gonna play Wreckfest Simulator.
Get it out of your
Practice,
system.
dodging. Yeah, something. I'm gonna go do ayahuasca. Like I don't know. I need to cleanse myself. I don't know what to do.
Oh, so you're gonna take the Aaron Rodgers approach to this or something?
Absolutely. I'm gonna lock myself in a cage for a week, or in a cave. In a cave.
Well, you just
I mean,
said
if you want to lock yourself in a
You said
cage,
the
you can do that.
same
That would be
thing
highly
three times.
entertaining.
Hell in
are
a cell, literally.
You are saying
Tell
a
me.
lot about yourself and what you're into.
Hey, good.
Okay,
Good.
so we're gonna wrap
you
this
don't
up
wanna
before
go
this
there.
gets weirder.
Question.
So Adam, what is going to be your drink of choice after this race is done?
Coors Banquet.
Ooh.
All right. Nice.
Oh, I love it. I love the banquet beer.
At this rate, it ain't gonna be after the race, but it.
Man, oh
Maybe
man.
after this interview.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
no rules
Right
against
now.
it anymore.
I
He's
might be
actually
walking
got
this bridge
it in his
right now.
hand.
Oh, where's
Man, oh man. So, well, before we let you go, we're one lap to green. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Go David and Fody, and shout out to my sponsors who are nice enough to sponsor me all this season, even though the series
you've
might
got
be
tons of
changing
screen
names
time.
and doing it. Yeah, we're hyping up some weekend Woodsmen this week. It's for 20 laps, and I mean, hopefully we got them some TV time, right? Weekend Woodsman series, they're all over the thing. Go check out their YouTube, watch them hunt things. I think that's what they do.
Yeah, I think you got it there. Well, thanks for joining us, and we're ready to go back to green flag racing. Hopefully we'll see you out there and doing some crazy stuff in half number 2. Green flag's back out. Tyler,
Oh,
40 in the wall.
Oh, I was gonna say his teammate Cooper Johnson did not go, but it does not matter because Tyler Fody hit the wall and it ruined his launch.
Yeah, and it even looked like Braxton
Braxton
might have
Wilson's
kissed
going
the
for the
wall. Yeah, and he is going for the lead. The most popular driver. The fans are on their feet. The crowd's going wild as Braxton DeWeese takes the lead over Tyler Fody.
You've got to look at his move through 1 and 2.
You got loose.
Oh!
It's not over. He's still got that outside though. He can defend up there.
Let's see if he can defend Tyler Fody. He made some enemies last week with his hard driving. Is he going to do it again tonight? Looks like he's going to tuck in line for now.
You've got to look at how that 20 car navigated turns 1 and 2. He cut it pretty darn close, but it was good. And I was asking, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick him. I asked him before. I was like, Braxton, do you like Dover? He said yes.
Oh, so sometimes a short answer is a good answer. I like that. So, he didn't explain why. He just said yes. He's
James
ready.
Watson.
Oh,
He didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. He got close though. He tried to.
You know, with all this shuffling here, I'm kind of looking at the 2 championship drivers.
Oh.
And Delicado's back to 5th. Westergreen's up to 9th. This getting a little tighter.
And Justin Cole just took a bite out of that apron. He's on the bottom. David Westergreen with a runoff is going to pick up another one.
Oh, yeah, good run on that outside. And now move him up into that A spot. It's only a few cars separate him and Nick and Delicato, but he has to get around that 25 car, the teammate of Nick and Delicato, of Seth
And you know
Rollins.
what? And you know what? Nick and Delicato never led that lap.
Yeah, never got a lap led, so maybe a little bit of a blood in the water for David Westergreen, a little bit extra motivation. If you can get ahead of that 4 car, just gain a little points and set yourself up for half 2.
Yeah, the gap is big, and it's hard because Nick and Delicato is still running well, but all David can do is just do his best and put himself in a position to take advantage of whatever happens to that 4 car. And right now he's in the mix. Oh, Cooper Johnson.
Oh, man.
He almost hit the wall.
You know, and the two cars that are headed in Delicado, we've seen him have some moments coming out of these corners. That's got to be a pretty nerve-wracking because, man, he gets swept up in a wreck. You know, we see the 2 guys or 3 guys that were involved in wrecks, or 4 guys, Adam Tepe, Dustin Dewar, Nathaniel Cherry, Ty McIntosh. They're back in like 23rd, 25th. He could be...
Caden Tubbs knocked the fence down coming off of turn 2.
Oh, man. Still hanging. Well, he's
Green got loose under him. Western Green almost wrecked it. He saved it, though.
Oh,
Sorry to cut
boy.
you off.
No, that was a huge moment there for our championship. Western Green able to save it. Caden Tufts, we know he drives 110% every lap. Doesn't matter who he's racing.
Now, I do need to give a quick shout here. He picked himself, and it's working out for him.
Oh!
Good Jesus
Yeah.
Christ Almighty.
Ooh. Man, Chief Green all the way down almost to the apron. He's got a bangle in the corner.
I can't even compliment him without him almost wrecking, but give it up for currently your biggest mover.
Oh, there goes Kaden Jones around. A caution's going to come out.
All right, you know what? Forget it.
Oh, man.
Somebody's gonna wreck if I try to say his name,
Yeah.
so forget it.
Yeah, Dallas is a curse.
That was my head up 16 spots. Good job, Dallas. All right, there we go.
That looked like an accordion effect wreck. I believe it might have been Cope that got in the outside wall and just kind of went through the big pack that was back there, and Trinan was the unlucky one there.
I think Gilberto followed Kolb into the wall almost because there was no contact with that 99 car, but it was Gilberto bouncing off the wall. It's exactly what happened to Nathaniel Cherry and exactly what we saw happen earlier. Somebody bounces off that wall off turn 2 and they bounce off of it, and the guy below them is unfortunate. Oh my goodness, Darren Staff.
Oh, or it looked like Gilberto reacted.
Can we get a Darren Staff on board? Who is that?
Oh, yeah, that's Dave. Hi, Dave.
Dave's just down there watching.
Yep, he's just hanging out, watching this championship race. So who do you got to look at here?
Darren Staff. Watch this. I mean, he gets the wall a little bit, but it ain't bad.
Oh!
And you'll see his quarter panel was a paper length away.
Man, that is that's the pucker factor going on there for Caden trying to get through that wreck. You know,
Oh man. Here, we'll see it
interesting.
here.
What lap are we on right now?
We are on lap
47.
47.
So I'm wondering, the guys that are coming down pit road now, they should be able to make it on fuel. I don't know about these guys, everyone who stayed out.
No, I don't think they can. They should be a little bit short. And another thing is going to be tires. Caden Tufts and Dallas Myhand were up into the top 10. They came in for tires, and almost everybody behind them came down with them. As a matter of fact, where the heck is Caden Tufts is fixing damage. So Dallas Myhand, who we were just talking about, moving up from 25th, took 4 fresh tires, and he is going to be the first car lining up on those 4 fresh tires.
Ooh, this could be interesting.
Now, Dallas Myhand has never been a dominating force in this league, but I want to say Charlotte in his last season, he showed up with some pace we weren't expecting. I mean, yeah, he was good, but in the final 20 laps, he just simply drove his way from 5th to 1st and won the thing. Every now and then, Dallas pulls a performance out of his hat and just goes out there and, he just does really good. And I'm not saying he's always bad. Dallas is usually pretty solid. But every now and then he'll go out there and just be really, really good. And you know what? 25th to 9th is nothing to turn your nose up at. And now he's going to be restarting 12th with 4 fresh Goodyears.
It should be interesting, but I believe he might have used both sets, so we'll see if that...
Yeah, it's a gamble. It's a huge gamble.
Yeah, we'll see how it pays off for that 29 car, but why not? A lot of these guys, I think, who did come down pit road, not in that championship hunt, might be worth it for them to take these risks. But we do have Kynan Jones now out of the infield care center here tonight, bringing him up.
To be 1 to green, so
we're 1 to green. So Kynan, we're gonna have to be quick here.
No, he is driving.
no, I'm saying we're about to be though.
Why are you in the infield care center if you're still driving? That's not the infield care center.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, it was 2 minutes ago.
Oh, my bad. All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll talk to you a little bit later. Good luck, Conning. Get that lap back.
All right, we said hi to said hi. Cool.
He said hi. He did sound.
That is officially the quickest interview of all time.
Yeah, wow. That was the exact opposite of a vintage Johnny Eckert interview there.
You know, speaking of records and Johnny Eckert, that 4-car is going for one of Johnny Eckert's records today.
Ooh, what is it?
Most wins in OSCA, and it's not going to be set in stone because I'm just going to say this right now. I'm just going to give a little tease here. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. Nick Indelicato was considering being done with OSCA and just moving on to other things, but he heard about the race for the most OSCA wins, and he also saw the schedule for next season, which he liked.
Ooh, so he might be back. We'll hope to see him back next season.
And I know we're going to see Johnny Eckert on a part-time basis, so that race for most wins is going to carry on.
Well, I love to see it. But right now, Tyler Fody, he's trying to get his name on that board. Braxton DeWeese is our leader. As wow, he gets a good jump. And wow, and teammate Nick Indelicato had a good start with him. He's going to move now into that second spot. And now I wonder if he's going to be able to have a chance to go for a lap lead.
Now, Braxton DeWeese is his teammate. So, Braxton's running for himself too. Personally, I may be a little bit biased, but I'm kind of rooting for Braxton. For no particular reason. Has nothing to do with the Broadcaster Championship.
Well, I mean, either way, you got the most popular driver in OSCA right now leading the race. It's always a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, our biggest movers, I forgot to mention Alex Grates from 24th is up to 7th. And Dallas Myhan, who restarted 12th, is currently overtaking David Westergreen for 9th. I'm really excited to see how this works out for that 29 car.
Yeah, he's got those fresh tires. He's moving up through the field here.
Oh, man, look at him go. He's going to drive it right up to the door of that 5 car and blow past those doors, 8th place. And he's going after James Watson now. He's going to go to the bottom.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Look at those tires. That's what fresh rubber will do. I mean, hey, this is one whale of a strategy call if it goes green here. If it doesn't go green, Dallas might be out of fresh tires, but man, he is picking them up and putting them down.
Yeah, already up to that 6th position, putting the heat on the 25 car of Seth Rawls. As Braxton DeWeese still holding on to that lead, but let's see how much in that corner entry is the big part where he's going to gain a lot of positions. Or a lot of time, I should say, and he's going to get that spot. I believe, yes, he did. He takes over, so he's now in the top 5.
And look at him.
Wow.
He just hits to the corner. Look, it's that he can send it in on the outside, hook it on the quarter panel, and just power off. He's in the 4th, and he's going after Tyler Fody.
So, obviously you got to use the good in those fresh Goodyear tires that he has. But is there a point where these tires would plateau if he does overdrive them?
It's hard to say. If there's like a 5 or 6 lap difference, you will have a noticeable advantage early, and they'll probably plateau if you overuse them. But what is how much of a difference? Look, he's going to take the lead here in a few laps at this. Oh, he got tight there. He might have felt a little bit. He might have found the limit there.
Yeah, his Superman found a little bit of that kryptonite, but he is still rolling on that top side. See if he pulls a crossover move here on Nick Indelicato, running in that 2nd spot.
Oh, there are a lot of tires on everybody. Oh, boy.
Indelicato washes up. Oh, boy, you better give him that spot. He's got those fresh tires. Let him go, Nick. Man, oh, man. He is on rails.
The difference in green flag laps, there are 17 more green flag laps on the tires of everybody who is not pitted on that last caution. So Dallas Myhan is, in all likelihood, going to drive away from the field here. If this goes green, it might get a nomination for strategy call of the year. I mean, he already drove up to the top 10 without any strategy. So I hope nobody just heard that guttural scream that came from my roommate.
No, actually no, but I kind of wanted to now. But, yeah, you better check that out. But now Mahan, he's got that lead. Now he can maybe even kind of set the pace here a little bit and save those tires and keep that advantage, especially if a caution does come out. He might need to save that little bit of that rubber. But man, oh man, what a way to use those fresh tires and especially be aggressive and use every bit of it to get to the front.
I think at this point he should take it easy. At this point he should manage the gap and save those tires. There's no reason to burn them up right now. You've got the lead.
But he's excited. He might not be in line to win that Broadcasters Championship, but he very well could pass me in the points here, and he's putting me on notice right now.
You know who else took tires?
Who else did?
Jeff Green.
Jeff Green, oh yeah, he's up to third right now.
Yeah, I'm starting to see Indelicato get really tight in the middle of the corners. Indelicato, Fody, and Cooper Johnson. Looking back, I almost wish David Westergreen took tires, but hindsight's 20/20. That's a huge risk. If there's a caution, then things are going to get wild because those guys are not going to take tires. They're not going to pit because they don't have tires to take, and they're all going to restart in the front of the field with worn rubber. So.
Yeah, and I think if you're Westergreen, that would probably be a move, playing off strategy to what Nick Indelicato is playing. Maybe in half number 2, if there's still a pretty sizable gap that he needs to compete with, but still only 5 cars or 5 points or positions separate the two, so he can still go up there and minimize the bleeding here on this old set. But these guys still might have to pit under green if we go green long enough.
That was my hand picked himself, man. Has anyone ever picked themselves and won?
I don't think anyone else has had the opportunity.
Yeah, he's the only one that's been able to.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the average age of our top 2 in the field?
Yeah. Vic, go start the car. Go get there. Pick yourself. Win this damn thing. That's a big strategy for half number 2. But yeah.
I love this track actually. So this is one of the tracks I'm actually good at.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But for what it's worth, I feel like I could probably put up a fight for like 10th.
Hey, you know what? Fair.
So we're aware.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm looking at that battle or the guys that took tires. Jeff Green is closing in on Dallas Mahan. I don't know if this is. What's that?
Maybe Dallas does have to run.
Yeah. So that's. I'm wondering, or maybe he's trying to take it easy, and Jeff Green now is using every bit of his tires now that he doesn't have traffic ahead of him.
We'll see. I thought Dallas Mahan was going to run away with this thing, but we might yet have a battle for the win here. And I just wanted to point out Zach Evans also took tires. He is up to the 7th position.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I think Adam Peeler might be on fresh rubber too, because he is blowing the doors out with Seth Rawls and David Westergreen.
How about that? That's a good way to send it off. Running the top 10, 22 laps to go here. And we know that these guys can make it the rest of the way on field, but they do have to manage those tires. And, either way, we see some of these guys, Nick and Delcato, get a little bit tight, with these older tires. So these guys might have to, 10, 15 laps or so, they might feel those same pressures of that wall jumping up and biting them. Oh, Miles the Monster.
That battle, that little train of cars, DeWeese and Delicato, Fody and Johnson, is still an extremely, extremely important group of cars, because if we do get a caution, everybody that can take tires is going to come take tires. Don't matter how many laps are left, because the guys who are staying out have, for the most part, already made their way into the top 10. You're not going to lose anything. So Braxton DeWeese holding the 3rd spot is important. And if you're in Delicato, Fody, or Johnson, you got to go get them, because what they're racing for right now, potentially, if we get a caution, will be the first car on 4 fresh tires.
Yeah, I think as we just seen from Dallas Mahan, that would be huge. Still 19 laps to go. Looks like Braxton DeWeese kind of setting sail on at least 3/10 of a second lead over Nick Indelicato in that 3rd position. But this battle up front, as you see on the ticker there, it's closing up.
It looks like Dallas Mahan had a rough corner there. What I was going to say, it looks like Dallas started to pick up the pace a little bit. Jeff Green was still catching him, but he just closed a bunch there. And Dallas Mahan doesn't race OSCA that much anymore. His schedule just doesn't allow it. He is going to fight like the 4-letter H word for this win.
Yeah, and another thing, Jeff Green, he's had some good runs in this series, other series, and just sometimes just can't get the finish. He wants to be in victory lane too. The old man, it's been a while since he won virtually or in real life. He's hungry for a win too. Both these guys are going to be chomping at the bit.
Still lots of time to decide. I mean, catching him is one thing, passing him is another. Dallas Myhand can hook it on that top side and prevent Jeff Green from getting that drive off the corner. There's a lot of tools for the leader to use to prevent that lead from being taken away, but Jeff Green's got some experience here. You know what's going to be interesting? Lap traffic. We got 3 slow cars right in front of these guys, and not much further up the road is Victor Aldrich. That's a 4th one.
Yeah,
they're going to have to navigate lap traffic here.
And kind of interesting, you see the damage there on Jeff Green's car as well, but once he got to the back bumper, wasn't quite able to, he kind of, the plateaued for him, so maybe he had to burn that right front up a little bit to catch the back bumper of Dallas Myhand. But as you said, now working your way through lap traffic, see who kind of manages it better. And usually, in real life, for sure, sometimes the leader is the hardest guy to, or the leader gets kind of the unlucky breaks as far as lap traffic is concerned.
Yeah, they're the first to get there, and they usually kind of punch a hole for whoever's following them. That time it worked out pretty good. Rashid Cole's got out of the way. This time, Tarbell's going to stick around the bottom. Oh, man, Jeff Green picked the bottom there, but looks like he's still going to get a good drive off the corner. They look pretty equally matched right now. With 13 laps to go, that's a lot of corners to navigate through. It might just be a battle of who can be more perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. These 13 laps will tick away pretty quick at about 24 seconds a lap. But Darren Staff, I think, a threat to go a lap down here, trying to get that inside. Oh, washing up was Dallas Myhand. That's going to close up a little bit, but Green's going to catch Darren at a wrong point of the track as well.
Yep, that's not going to be good for Jeff Green. He's going to have to wait another corner to go around Darren Staff, and Darren Staff does not appear to be too keen on letting anybody go. He's still hanging on the outside of that 2-car. Oh, Jeff Green loose off the corner.
Oh,
but that is going to hurt him. That is exactly what Dallas Myhand wanted to see.
And again, teammates there. Jeff Green voicing his displeasure in that move by Darren Staff blocking for his teammate. And it looked like Darren gave him, he pinched him, but he gave him enough room. Not as much room as Jeff Green wanted, though.
No. Usually, if you've already been lapped, what the guy in second place... Oh, no! Jeff Green is turned into the outside wall! Oh, my goodness! Caution is out! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, boy.
Whoa!
That is...
Carlos, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, I am speechless.
Oh, no! What happened?
I don't...
Oh, no, Rashid Cole's got involved.
Oh, boy.
I feel so bad for Dallas Myhand. He had that thing in the bag. Man,
it looks like just as it's over for Jeff Green, it's over for Dallas Myhand. Let's take a look at the replay here. This is, I think, kind of interesting.
I don't think there's much of a discussion, unfortunately. I think Jeff was trying to clear up so we could get that arc into the corner and go back after Dallas.
I think I kind of assumed that Darren would kind of let him go, because as we were talking about
Jeff is spinning on the racetrack still.
Oh boy.
He went up there. Oh wow.
Is Jeff Green's mad, isn't he?
Jeff Green is pissed. He went up there and he just pile drove the 87 into the wall. Yeah, here he goes after him. I mean, he's already junk anyways. Who cares, right?
Old man's had enough. Wow.
I'm returning my Nesquiks.
Oh no.
Well, and yeah, Carlos, we're talking battles of different owners, and obviously Jeff Green's my driver there, but he definitely cleared himself.
James Watson took 2 tires.
Oh,
I don't know about that. We've got a lot of laps on those left sides. That thing's going to be loose.
This is going to be interesting, boys. It's not interesting the way it is right now, and we got some. I don't know what's going on in the drivers chat, but definitely, Darren Staff definitely did not need to give Jeff Green the room there, but not a way you're gonna get respect from your other competitors. But on Jeff Green's hand there too,
okay.
that it's not gonna.
I wanna.
It's gonna deter him
Go ahead, Vic.
either.
I'm gonna chime in here on this one.
All right.
But we actually have a rule about lap cars.
Oh,
Okay. Let's hear that. Fans out there.
You can race people if you're going a lap down. Once you're lapped, you're expected to give way. I had no problem with the first move. It's the fact that Darren then continued to not give way that in lies the issue that Jeff Green has. Jeff Green is absolutely justified in being pissed.
Yeah.
I don't think he went about it the right way, but he is absolutely justified.
And you know whatever the rule might be, it's extra tough. It extra hurts because it's a teammate. Those are
trust me. It'll be dealt with.
If you expect to get a break from anybody, you expect it to be the guy that you're working under the same banner as. But man, that is tough. I hate it for Jeff Green, I hate it for Dallas Myhan, and I hate it for Zach Evans and Adam Peeler because they are sitting ducks out there right now.
Yeah, and I think for Vic, to translate to this to people out there watching to real life, it's kind of when NASCAR is gonna call you into the big red trailer.
Yeah, they're going to the hauler.
Yeah, I think both the 87 and the 2 are gonna have a meeting. The big red trailer after,
if you're gonna let it out, it's the end of the season. You're gonna go out with a bang, man.
I mean it's made for YouTube TV entertainment, made for 3-wide TV entertainment.
Speaking of 3-wide and entertainment, I don't know how this is gonna. You see, this is best case scenario for David Westergren. He just seems to be struggling a little bit right now. He's not as quick as he wants to be. He's not bad, but he's having a hard time keeping up with the 4 car. And now you have got 3 guys on old tires. I mean, when was that last caution? Around lap 50? These things are 30 laps old. And this is not an easy track to get going at, as we've seen on fresh tires. So something bad could totally happen to Nick and Delicato, or David Westergren for that matter. But remember, in Delicato and Fodi are also battling, though 4 in the 95, for the Owners' Championship. So this is about as wild as it gets with so much at stake.
Oh, and we got 6 laps to decide it all. This is going to be a fun one. Strap in, hold tight. This could get even more wild than what we just seen. Pace car dives down pit road. Dallas Myhan's, hopefully he can get a good start and he can run and but he
Zach Evans spot him. Oh, let's check it up. Oh, and Delicato almost got turned. They all saved it. How? I don't know. They all saved it.
Oh my goodness! And now we're going to be 3 wide as Zach Evans. Oh boy!
To get on Adam Peeler. Oh, Ricky! David Westergren's involved.
Oh, he's in the outside wall. Championship hopes are and good shot by the 52. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. It was a result of the madness trying to get around the slow cars. They all just stacked up. It was contact between Westergren and Kolb that got Westergren wrecked.
Did it look like netcode between the two as
it
well?
It looked like some netcode was involved, but they definitely touched.
They were going down the track. That was, I think it was exclamated by a little netcode there.
Oh yeah, it was.
I mean,
oh man,
there was definitely that telltale netcode bounce involved. They door each other and one bounces up in the air. Man, that's tough. There was a lot of contact there. That's tough.
Man, there are drivers upset. Last race of the season, a lot of wildness happening here. And again, it's just a product of those old tires being 3 wide, and these other guys, not many corners to go. Westergren had to get on it. The guy he's battling just ahead there.
An onboard of the goodies car is required. It is not a choice.
What car is that?
The 99. It is not a choice. This is sweet. This is the parting of the seas if you've ever seen it. It looks like certain death all the way up until the last minute.
Right here, he's going This one's for Mama.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh man! He put it in the middle.
holy cow!
Man, that was awesome.
You know, all said and done, through all this craziness we're watching here, Dallas Myhan's still in the lead. Nick Indelicato's second, so he's gonna be in a pretty good position.
You saw how Dallas Myhan almost took off towards the outside wall, though. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got to keep that car under him, or else he could cause something.
Did Wester Green come down pit road? He's still 11. Is that many cars down? I guess there's that many cars in this wreck.
We focused a lot on the 9 and the 52, but a lot of guys got swept up in that. That was big. I don't think Wester Green pit.
He did
Actually.
not pit, so he's in 11th. So that's interesting here. Oh,
There
boy.
was some. He went up and ran into the back of Justin Kolb on the back stretch, and Justin Kolb proceeded to extend his foot all the way to the back of where that brake pedal can go.
Yeah.
They had some drama there on the back stretch between them. There,
So a lot of extracurricular activities going on here tonight.
I can't tell if this is Dover or Martinsville at this
Or-
point, with all the
or-
tempers flaring.
You know, it's like old school Bristol to me, man. I'm thinking if Jeff Green could have got out of his car, he would have threw his helmet. You know, I think Wester Green would have jumped over the trunk lid of a car and grabbed Justin Kolb, which I don't think was totally justified. I think
That was a
Kolb
racing incident.
really
at
had
best.
it had really
I don't
nowhere to
think
go.
That was unfortunate. I don't think netcode
Yeah.
induced the wreck, but like they saw what was happening in front of them. David had a guy on his outside. They were trying to give each other room. It was probably the worst case scenario you could have coming out of turn 2 on a restart at Dover of all places. It was just unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think it's just
Emotions are high for David too.
Yeah, that's
your season.
Yep. And well, you never know because
You never know. I mean,
man,
we
I've seen stuff. Yeah, we've just seen stuff unfold in the past 10, 15 minutes that I'm still trying to gather my jaw up off the floor.
Yeah, David Westergreen did not pit. He'll be restarting 11th, and there's not a whole lot of race car left in the cars behind him either. So, I mean, he's staying out there. If something happens here to the 4 car, he could pounce on it. He doesn't have to. I mean, nothing crazy has to happen for David here. If that 4 car gets wrecked, David could pick up 10 points on him.
Yeah, it's not. The fat lady hasn't quite sung yet, so there still could be a lot that could happen. I think Zach Evans said 1,500 RPM in 14th. So
God.
Yeah, you're supposed to have 2 for anyone out there watching. So he's missing a couple.
Now Dallas Myhan does not have the cushion of other slow cars behind him. He's got the fresh tires all over him. But with green-white checkers here, quick cautions could net him the win if he can stay up front. He's got to get a good launch.
This is 1 of 2, so if could get lucky here. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He's been a little bit of both tonight. Good strategy. We'll see if he can hold him off. He'll lead him to the green flag. Green flag out. Don't spin those tires.
Pretty smooth. Obviously uneasy, but pretty smooth for Dallas Myhan that time. They're going to be 3 wide trying to go around him. Oh, Braxton DeWeese almost jumped to his outside. He thought better of it.
Oh, man. But
Caution is out.
Oh, caution. Oh, and
Indelicado has the lead.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. It's a restart. Seth Rawls is in it.
Wow.
Jordan Zach Evans.
Wow.
Oh, this one's rough. Oh, this one's rough. Oh, Tom missed a shift, I think. Tom missed it. Yeah, Tom. He missed a shift. You can see his speed. He can hear. He gets up to upshift, and it goes ring, and he doesn't go anywhere. Poor guy.
Does the old money shift and everyone behind him? Ay.
Remember that one Jimmy Johnson Dover restart?
Oh, yeah.
He had a lot more cars behind him.
Yeah, it was, surprisingly more chaotic than that.
Well, this does not hand the win to Nick Indelicado, but the guy competing on him with the front row for the restart has no tread left on those good years. So that 4 car is going to go on this restart and probably run away.
Yeah. And this is huge for Indelicato, even no matter what happens from getting at least that bonus point, because that would be his
Right.
first lap's lead too. So no matter what happens, definitely a huge factor
picked
him getting that
Indelicato?
lead. Oh yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Well, hey, Whiplash going to be restarting right behind you, so you better watch it, pal.
Well, you know what? The way my luck's going, you never know. Western Green still might have a shot at this championship after all.
It's not over.
No. Man, oh man, this has been wild, boys.
Don't forget, I'm going to keep it's easy to get swept under the rug, but the 4 and the 95 for the Owners' Championship, this is huge because they came into this thing dead even.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there is a top 2 invert that is basically going to decide not even the control car. I mean, the invert actually is the most insignificant we've had all season, but it's probably a good thing in the championship race to do a tiny invert.
Yeah. But oh boy, I don't know what to say. Except I just got to tune in for this restart. We should go 1 degree next time by.
Yep.
And what's going to unfold next? We're about to find out.
Turned on its head. It was all going pretty normal, actually.
Yeah. I gotta know, like, Vic, how are you feeling right now? What's going on?
My palms are sweaty.
Mine are cold.
His mom's spaghetti. Oh man.
Nervous. Vomit on my sweater already. Absolutely. I am like, my palms are sweatier than when I hold hands with my girlfriend. Okay?
Aw, that's cute. Yeah. Aw.
Kind of gross.
Yeah, but
I mean,
well,
look, I could say I'm sweating worse than like I sweat when I exercise, but that's just not true.
What kind of exercise is it? Exercising with your girlfriend?
I mean, I mean that kind of exercise really doesn't get me to sweat.
No,
if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
And we're done with that. Yeah, guys out there in YouTube land, are you not entertained? It's been a wild and wacky night here at Dover.
We got another half.
We got another half.
We got another half. I love that.
We got 3 laps to go on this one. We got another green-white checkered. We're not even near done with what could happen here. And, oh man, they formed up. It's the most disciplined they've been all night right now, lining up 1 to green when there's 2 to go to green. That's cute.
Now, this is an important win for Nick Indelicato if he gets it. Johnny Eckert's at 25. Nick Indelicato's at 24 wins. So Indelicato will tie him, which means with another win, if Indelicato can top off his championship, if he gets it with a broom, with a sweep, he would also take the top spot on the all-time win list. Now, Johnny Eckert is going to have something to say about that. I don't know what his plans are for next season. If you ask me, I want Johnny Eckert to come back full-time. Please, Johnny, if you're watching,
I don't.
come back. You don't? Shut up.
Hashtag get your popcorn ready.
What, you like going? You like
Yeah,
going to before midnight, Vic?
Yeah, I like interviews not to be an hour.
Oh, come on. Think of all the questions you can ask him in a night.
The checkered special.
And he'll answer every one of them for like an hour.
He'll answer them and then just continue talking about something I didn't ask about.
Yeah, that's fair too. But
Yeah,
we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see who we're gonna interview here in just a few short moments, as we gonna get the green flag final attempt at a green-white checkered. And Indelicato gets a good jump. Even way better than Braxton DeWeese on the inside. Oh, Cooper Johnson. Right now, all things said and done here. Nick Indelicato's pulling away.
Braxton DeWeese is aware of his teammate's position, but he's going to go for the win. That 20 car has had it rough lately. He drives it in deep. He's close to Indelicato. The 4 is going to get the drive off, though.
Man, he's got a couple more. Oh! Caution's out, is it? Right?
No, it's...
Is it?
That's just the graphic. That's just the graphic.
Okay.
It's still frozen.
Oh. It's like, are you kidding me? Final time here through 3 and 4. Indelicato drove it deep too, but coming out of turn 4, trying to seal that championship. Nick Indelicato wins half number 1 of the weekend Woodsman 178.
Man, it did not go good for Tyler Fode. He fell back to 6th with getting stuck behind my hand. I got to point out here, Alex Grace there in the 5. How about weekend Woodsman in general? They got a double top 5 there.
Yeah, how about that? Good run for them. Getting both 2 cars into the top 5. Indelicato winning half number 1. That is going to be huge for him to win his 2nd championship in a row. And David Westergreen, I believe, finished in the 12th position.
I do believe we have some picks to make.
Yeah.
I think we should get an interview in first. We got 10 whole minutes here.
We got 10
We
whole.
have a ton of break here, so we could totally talk to Indelicato.
Yeah, we'll bring him in. And Nick, it was an interesting half to say the least. But I guess all things said and done, you did your part, you did your job, and things are looking pretty with only a half to go in the season.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the race was kind of sketchy. There's a couple points. I got put back to 5th, but still, even being back there is still sketchy, just the way the track is. So it's incredibly hard to pass, that's for sure, and kind of worked out there. And I feel so bad, dude. Dallas was ripping it up, and I think I got that lead by, I don't even know, maybe not even a nose there. So lead helped out 100%. And then, Braxton being there with me, helping out as a teammate is absolutely massive because he got the lead and it pulled me in front of Fode. So shout out to him. Shout out. We got a little duo now. We got 420 in front, so I'll take it.
Hey, how about that? That's pretty cool. But you also you had some drama going on out on the track, and I guess for the good part of it, that you weren't a part of it. What was going on there? Was how much were tempers flaring? It felt like we're at Bristol back in the early 2000s.
I think for a second I actually called this track Bristol a couple of times. I don't know why. It's intense, man. This track, like I said, is hard to pass, and when it's hard to pass, there's not much you can do, and the speeds are so fast. You're like on people's bumpers. I think everybody's just on each other. So, it'll happen. It's how this racing is, and especially it's the final race of the year. So, people are just going out there, and I'm actually kind of lucky that the invert's only 2 here, so Braxton will start in the front, and that'll put us in a good spot, and just honestly just roll some laps off here and finish in the 2nd race. Goals is just to finish.
Yeah, well, here's the thing too, though. I mean, I don't know, but Matthew, you might have to confirm or deny this for me. You all but mathematically clinched this championship, I think, with the amount of cars out here tonight.
I actually can confirm he has mathematically won the championship.
Oh, hey, congratulations!
Shout out.
Hey, how about that? How does it feel to be a 2-time champion now?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that was the goal. Obviously, when the season started, you always want to defend a championship. So, big, love it. 4-car, happy to be here. I'm just still, I don't know what I want to do for next season. We're thinking about it. But, 2-time champion for now sounds good.
You're not done working tonight, though.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You've got an owner's champ. You've only got 6 points on Fode, or like
That
8
is
points
true.
on Fode.
I was gonna say the bonus points.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
that's. Well, oh, sorry, we're cutting over.
you and Johnny Eckert both have 25 wins right now. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Next season, man, there's some good
tracks.
tracks.
You got a half. You could take the record right now.
I could take the record, huh?
Man, we could have posters made. At least
you're telling
digital
me
ones?
I can just go and I don't have to save tires.
What?
If I want to just go, I could just go. So I won the championship, so I can okay.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
I'm thinking
balls to the walls, man.
Run around the house naked. I mean,
well,
throw your shoes at the wall. Fry some eggs. Get into mom's vodka.
Yeah. Well, speaking of vodka, Vic.
Oh yeah,
further
Vic.
ado.
God bless.
Yeah, what is your what's going to be your drink of choice here, champ?
Over. Later tonight, right?
I had something else, but then I was like, I just went out. Should I tell you or should I just show you later?
He's got his webcam actually.
Huh?
He's got your webcam, don't you?
I do. Yeah, it should be on. Hello.
You got time. You can go run and get it.
You want me to get it?
Yeah. Speaking of running.
Okay. Oh, we got a lot of time, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out. Not a sponsor. No free shout outs, but the gloves are pretty sick. All right, here we go. Rebecca.
Okay, and while we're talking mathematically locked up, Carlos, my friend,
Yes.
you have won the broadcast championship.
Is it official?
It's official. I cannot catch you.
Woo.
Unfortunately, the 4 more points you got than me locks it up for you. I needed to finish ahead of you to have a chance.
I don't even have a chance.
No, none of us have a chance. We're
Not
too
even with
far
the
out.
Braxton finishing second, man.
No, we're too far out, dude.
Well, I'm still getting second from you.
Well, with that being said, we're
fine.
crowning a champion right now. Hold on, see if you can hear it. Oh.
Yeah, Goody's celebrating finishing 4th in the broadcast championship.
Hell yeah.
You can still get second, right? How close am I?
Too close. Go away.
I don't think you're gonna like what I'm gonna do in this second half.
Too close. Go away.
I don't think you're gonna
I
like
know what you're doing.
This second
I
half.
already looked at your picks. I know what you're doing.
But, you know, you guys have a fun time fighting.
So while we're talking
Carlos-
picks,
Carlos is a champ. I'm drinking. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm gonna pull Dallas up here. Dallas is gonna make his pick quick. Dallas, who you got in half 2?
You're self-again, man. That worked pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That first half was just a disappointment.
Howdy.
Who you got, Dallas? Who you got in half 2?
I mean, I'm starting 8th place, so
Okay, there you
myself,
go.
I
You're
guess.
picking yourself. All right, you have fun. I'll move you back.
Damn it, Dallas.
Do we got the camera on? Is the camera here?
Yeah, we've got
Yeah,
you. We've
fine.
got you live on the
So-
stream right now.
I was really thinking about a Reds app, or not a Reds apple. Don't worry. I was really thinking about Four Loko. They're staring me in the face.
Oh,
Okay.
come on. You didn't do it?
No, I didn't. But I got this. The big apple guy, right? So we got a very large can.
Oh, wow.
And there we
For those
go.
who don't know, you've got
Whoa, it's as big as your head.
Oh yeah, can you read it? I don't know. Well, they don't sponsor me, so there you go.
So you've got Red's Hard Apple, that's 5%. Red's Wicked is 8%. It's a little juicier.
Ooh.
We got a couple of these, so couple
Game
Miller
on.
Lights. It's maybe the second race will be a little bit sloppy, but
Are you drinking now?
I could. It's cold.
No.
you know.
For the championship, man. It's not the team owner coming out, I promise.
Sometimes you do things better when you drink. Just not drive. Don't drive.
Oh, this is not the message we need to be.
Okay, no, don't. I'm telling you, don't. You don't have to.
Okay,
You don't have to.
good. Don't drink and drive, anybody.
Yeah.
Don't.
See, yeah. Good
about
message there.
There we
But
go.
the drink-
Ask Tim Conrad. He never, ever does that on iRacing.
Shout out Tim.
So I gotta ask you. I was behind you on Monday night. A lot of the race, and I don't know if you noticed what my sponsor was. And I give free shout outs because that's just who I am and that's what I care about. I don't know if you guys noticed the sponsor on my car, but that's my drink of choice right now, and I'm having one for you for
What was it?
Nice. I don't
PBR,
remember.
Fast Blue Ribbon.
Well, there we go.
PBR's a great beer.
I've never had one.
You should.
It's
They're
good.
good. Yeah.
That should have been the drink of choice.
It's like if you want to get a cheap beer, but you don't want it to taste like crap.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really, speaking of cheap beer, the Four Loko was really staring me in the eyes.
Yeah, you should have. You
Go
should
back.
have did it.
Maybe next time. They're
Yeah.
cheap too.
Next season, right?
Next season. Maybe next season. We'll think about it.
All right.
And we'll do it before the race too.
See, I like it. So I was kind of hoping we were gonna see you take a drink. Which you're not
you want
showing
me
him on
to?
broadcast?
We're
Yeah,
gonna talk to him in the second half. We're gonna talk to him after the second half.
I guess we're saving.
All right.
Saving
All right.
it.
I can go throw it back in the fridge.
Yeah, you better keep it chilled on ice.
Yeah, look at her. She's huge. All right. And we got a cupcake. We got homemade cupcakes, so we're all fueled up for the second race.
Oh man,
Oh
it's gonna
man,
be cupcakes and booze.
hell
Well,
yeah!
All right, you know what we should do? We should wrap this up and make some race picks.
There we go.
All right,
Yeah,
well-
you guys do that. I'm sorry. I'm being here too long. Well, that's for after.
I love you,
That's for
Nick.
after.
You go have fun. I'm gonna move you back down.
Will do. See ya.
Yeah, we'll talk to him half number 2, but with
So I get
further
to make
ado,
my
yeah.
my pick because I didn't have the greatest luck, and I'm looking at Matt's pick. I know exactly who he's gonna pick. I can't pick him. It's a really unfortunate thing.
Nobody can.
Yeah, you really put everybody into a corner. But I'm gonna do something I'm gonna do something I've never done before, and I'm gonna pick the same driver I picked in half one. I'm gonna pick the 43.
You know what? And that's a good one too. James Watson was up there the whole time.
And next up is Carlos. So, Champ, who you got?
Oof.
Should pick anybody since you won the championship.
I was gonna be picking the 29, but unfortunately that got
Go crazy with this one.
Yeah, go wild, go crazy, go nuts.
I'll take. I don't know who I can't take. I'll take the 39.
Take Rashid Coles.
The
Pick Tarver.
39. Okay.
All right.
He's like, I want to go for last place.
Oh,
man.
Shots fired. Next up, it's Matt. He's picking the number 4 car.
Shut up! I get to say it. I'm picking Nick and Delicato.
Ooh, you already picked him, actually.
No, he hasn't picked him in half 2 yet.
yeah, that was he saved that one for
It worked
perfect
out.
time.
It worked
You
out.
could have made him feel stupid.
I got him. It's
No.
fine. Goody, you won half 1, but I don't think you have the ability to win half 2. So who you got?
Hey, you never know. I'm picking a guy who had a pretty fast hot rod in half number 1. I'm going with that 00 Caden Tufts.
That's a good one, man.
That was one I debated on. I'll say it. Last time I picked him, though, he left.
Yeah, I think the only other time I picked him, he had a bad day
Thompson's
too.
watching immediately in the chat. He said, "Why did you pick me? I'm gonna die."
Well, you know what? We're going out with a bang, boys. Take it out. Just go out with a wild bang. Let's
Oh
do
boy,
this.
Keaton Tufts on Goody's behalf. You're gonna go out with a bang. I do not envy you.
I don't envy him. I just jinxed him, so that's too bad. But with that, Braxton DeWeese, Nick Indelicato will start on the front row. And how about Alex Greats starting in that 4th position? As you said, moved into that top 5 right at the end there.
Man, he picked up 20 spots in that first race, and we'll see how much of a force he is here. He doesn't have anybody to work through this time. He's already starting up in the top 5.
Yeah, he's got the what we like to call track position. And one guy in the field here, I thought he might have left for the night. I seen that he left the building. Jeff Green, we saw the tempers flare. He calmed down. Maybe he got a sip of PBR in him, and he's back out there as well. We'll see if him and the 87 can play nice now.
We got a lot of fast cars that get to do this again. Nathaniel Cherry and Dustin Dewar qualified 9th. Ty McIntosh is going to get another go.
Yeah, so there's fast guys up front, fast guys in the back, and this is going to be a fun half 2 here. Let's close this season out. Hey, you know what? Let's everyone go out with a bang.
You know, you actually enticed me to go ahead and open up my drink. I went ahead and I've popped one open. I've got a new love.
A new love.
I fixed
Tell
the
me about
graphics.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I've always loved Red's Hard Apple. Red's Wicked's cool, but I think just, the less alcohol tastes better with the Red's Hard Apple. There's Red's Hard Apple Peach, and
I don't know how I feel
let me
about
tell
that.
you, this is good. This is tasty. I mean, I'd make a popsicle out of this.
Interesting. Peach is always kind of a difficult thing with me, though, so that's,
They've got like
it
4
could be hit or
different
miss.
Red's Hard Apples. I was gonna go beer, honestly. I was gonna go Coors Light.
Ooh.
Some people. Yeah, shut up. You know what? Some people make fun of me. Coors Light's my beer of choice. All right, if I don't like beer.
Do they call non-light beers like for example, do they call like Bud Heavies over there?
I don't know. Honestly,
I've-
I don't drink Bud Heavy. I don't drink Miller Light.
Up north here, we call it Diesel.
Diesel.
Yeah, Budweiser's Diesel.
That's funny. I know that.
Just so you guys know, we're going green this time by.
Are you sure?
No, we're
about
not. The
that?
truck's
No, I mean next time. Sorry.
the pace
I
truck.
didn't realize where we
leads
were
to
on track.
green.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I got a coworker that's from New England, and like he just mentioned, because we were talking about drinking beers at a baseball game, and he mentioned like Bud Heavies, and we all just like made fun of him because we'd never heard the term heavy used before, as opposed to like Bud Light.
I've never personally used it, but I've heard it called that before.
I have heard Bud Heavy before. Yes, it's not common, but I have definitely heard the phrase Bud Heavy.
Definitely not common in Miami.
Yeah, they probably only drink light beer down there. A bunch of lightweights down in Miami.
I'm
I don't
actually gonna pick my beer of choice. I usually just pick Coors Light because it's cheap and easy to drink. But Blue Moon from the tap with the orange wedge is the only way.
Yes, that is delicious.
I can't drink it bottled, but it's got to be from the tap. It's got to have that orange wedge in it. Man, that is a tasty, tasty beer.
Well, speaking of Blue Moon and speaking of baseball game and Blue Moon, shout out to old Goody Senior. We've had some fun times with all you can drink Blue Moon before.
What?
Yeah, it was just about $25. All you can drink.
Well, here we've got all you can watch racing.
Yeah,
Hey,
there
Goody,
we
where's
go.
my hat?
We're still working on that. That's my bad. But we're going green flag racing. Braxton DeWeese on the pole, Nick Delicato on the outside, and a great jump by the 4-car. He's going to take the lead in turn 1, but is he going to get that run off turn 2? We're about to find out.
DeWeese sticking even with him, and Delicato is going to have momentum. He can't hit the wall, though. It looks like DeWeese will tuck in.
Yep, and Delicato picking up right where he left off after half number 1. He's going to lead lap number 1 here of half number 2. And how about Alex Great's already moving up into that 3rd position?
Oh, my goodness, we have got some drama unfolding in the back of the field. Everybody's trying to get around Rashid Coles right now. Seth Rawls and Zach Evans pretty much just went to the back of the field.
Yeah, Zach Evans, I've heard him say, I think God bless America for, yeah, he must have had a near-death experience back there.
That really strung him out, man. I mean, look at him past about 11th place there. They are spread out.
Yeah, How many drinks were you drinking? I don't remember either. Oh, you picked Jordan Tarble, 17.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan Tarble's going to get his best finish of the year now that Carlos has picked him.
He's gonna be the only one that does like the green flag, like tires early, hoping for no caution, and actually doesn't get a caution.
Carlos, I've got one of those hard monsters, the 6%. Those are really good, by the way. I've got one of those in my fridge. If Jordan Tarble wins, I will put my webcam on and shotgun it for you.
Ooh, I'm in. I should let him. No, I won't let him know. That might be bad.
I haven't seen those yet. In my, where I live.
I'm going to give you some advice. I'm going to give you some advice. They're awesome. I mean,
I bet.
If you like the way Monster tastes, I mean, regardless of whatever you think of the way Monster tastes, there's 4 flavors. There's like a berry, a peach. There's the white one and the regular. The peach one and the regular Monster. Huh?
Oh, the Weiss.
Oh, back up the track. What's it involved? Westergreen went through it. Kynan Jones just getting in there late. That escalated quickly.
Oh my goodness gracious, Braxton. Well, I was sitting there talking about alcohol, and before I knew it, Braxton DeWeese's roof number's facing me. He overcorrected here, actually.
Oh. And helicoptered off that inside wall. Dallas Myhan nowhere to go. Westergreen got lucky to get through that wreck.
So wait a second. Hang on. Dallas Myhan picked himself. James Watson got picked. GG's, Vic. I think Caden Tufts got picked too, and he got tagged in that wreck. Everybody just kind of wrecked.
And who survived? The 39 of Jordan Tarble, I believe.
Everybody was like monkey see, monkey do over there, hitting the outside wall.
Yeah.
It just must have just started getting in the part of the run where you get tight.
I think David Westergreen got saved by netcode because he drove right into the 20 car.
Yeah, nowhere to go. He should have been. Well, there was nowhere to go for Westergreen. That whole track, top to bottom.
So I said it to the drivers, but David Westergreen locked up second in the championship anyway. So.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he's
chilling.
You want to see something fun? See Kynan Jones. Go see the Land Sharks on board. He got a little bit of damage. He almost missed the whole thing. He did a pretty good job minimizing the damage here. He's going to be okay.
See, he had to have a pretty similar view as Westergreen. I think at one point the whole entire track is blocked.
And for that matter, Adam Peeler spun.
Whoa!
He's kind of like Lightning McQueen for a second there, when it's like in the first Cars movie and he's dodging all the wrecks, if anybody remembers.
Oh yeah, the only thing he had left to do was jump over, what was that there? DeWeese, oh man.
I'm going to go ahead and say Adam Peeler spun strategically because he didn't hit anything at all, and he only spun him a little bit. Probably the best spin I've ever seen.
So man, Dover not disappointing here as the season finale. I want to see, where did Kane's car looks good? He's driving fine.
Did you guys say Jordan Tarble got through it?
I thought maybe. I have no idea. Did he?
No.
Oh no.
Jordan Tarble had Neil Rutt at USA syndrome. If anybody remembers what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Another
that's
word
fine.
for
Oh,
it
that'll
is.
buff out.
Yeah.
Another word for it is too much rear brake.
Oh, he took a toe.
Oh.
Did everybody's pick just wreck?
Mine's still in fifth. He's
I
fine.
mean, I know yours didn't wreck.
Yeah, I know mine didn't wreck.
Yet.
Caden Tufts did get hit, but I don't see any damage.
We
I
got
think
Dallas.
he's fine. He got. Oh man, that was fast.
Infield turn
Dallas, yeah,
seven.
Yeah.
All right. So should we bring him up? There we go.
Yep, okay.
Dallas, what happened, buddy?
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, it didn't look like there's many options. I think at one point, from all the way down to the apron, all the way up to the wall, it was track blocked.
To the
To
apron.
be fair, second
wall.
to four, I walled myself off of turn 2, so I think regardless, I was gonna die. Yeah, tough finish for a good night. So
Yeah, and well, obviously now I think you can't pass me now in the championship points. That's got to be the most
yeah,
devastating thing.
yeah, that's
Check
the
your
worst
DM
thing
status.
all night tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate. So Dallas, what's your drink of choice since now we're officially interviewing you?
We'll find out. I gotta see what's open.
No, answer, man. If you don't have anything now, then what would you pick?
Probably whiskey.
What kind of whiskey?
Come on, man.
First thing I see is my eyes. Not
All right,
sure.
then.
Not sure.
So,
Well, he doesn't have a drinking problem. He's pretty much got it figured out.
So $6 bottle Zachariah Harris gas station whiskey?
Anything that would get me something. Yeah, no.
Don't say that. No, oh god.
Anything that does the job, but
Anything that does the job puts me up in misery tonight.
fair
Well,
enough.
Go find a 7-Eleven and bring $6 with you. You'll be fine.
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
We're
There we
ready
go.
to
We're
go
going green.
back green. There's some work to be done here. Nick Indelicato on the outside. Your leader Alex Greats on the inside. Ooh, a little spin of the tires by the 5 car on the inside. A great jump on the top row. Indelicato will take the lead. Cooper Johnson trying to clear that 5 car as well as they dive into turn number 1. They're going to be side by side on corner exit. Don't hit the wall. They get through.
So far, so good through the field. Dallas is still up here. He's deafened, though. He's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
still up
wanted
here.
to thank Dallas for helping me and running at 29, but
he left the building. Oh, getting close to the wall there. Cooper Johnson. Greats cleared Cooper Johnson, but Cooper almost getting into the outside wall. But now playing a little fast and loose here. Maybe that pressure off of him. Locked into the second place in points. But David Westergreen up to 6th. He's putting some pressure on Caden Tufts. Why not go out there and get it? Finish this silver medal season with a bang.
Yeah, you've got to go out on a high note. And I mean, whatever can be said for David Westergreen, he said it on Twitter. It was his first shot at a championship, right? And it's so tough. It's so hard to think about what you could have done differently. If you're going to want to pick moments where you let yourself down or where things happen that weren't in your control. He's going to think about it and dwell on it, and it's going to be tough. But that's the thing. No matter how many things go good for you, humans have this nature to just the one bad thing overshadows it. And I hope David can find it in himself to look past that, because David Westergreen really ended up having a spectacular season. Was the leader and was the best man in these chase-offs for over half of it. And he came up short in the end, but that's the level that he's competing at, where if you're not perfect, you're not going to get it. And a lot can be said about how well he's done.
Yeah, and leading over half of these chase-offs and having a realistic puncher's chance going into the final night here tonight, really, I think definitely can hang your hat on that. Not many people kind of touched Indelicato at all in the points this season, regular season included, where even when he had a bad stretch in Delicado, he had such a points lead. No one really closed that gap big enough to make a threat for that regular season championship. But Western Green for sure, I think made Delicado nervous at some points during these chase-offs.
I can tell you, I mean, I was talking to Nick throughout, and he was kind of amazed. He was like, I cannot believe I am losing ground in this championship. I mean, like, it's not that he thinks he's untouchable, but it's like, if you lead the points for all the regular season, and then you have the format switch it all up, and then you don't jump out to a big points lead again, it's kind of like a Whiplash sort of thing. So, yeah, I can say, I talked to Nick and Seth and Nathaniel and those guys a lot. Nick was definitely unsettled by the challenge, and David Westergreen absolutely gave him a run for his money.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, while this battle for second place still going on with Greats and Johnson, it's letting Indelicado pull away. But, for Indelicado as well, having someone to kind of battle him in the championship, I think we can even go back to last season. He dominated the regular season and then dominated the chase-offs as well. So having someone like Westergreen to kind of knock him on his heels just a little bit, he's talking about an uncertain future for next season, but having a competitor knowing that he can give him a run for his money, that might draw you back next season as well.
Yeah, it's fun to dominate, Nobody ever says I don't want to dominate, but it does get stale quickly, and it's a lot more, oh my goodness! Alex Greats checked up. Caden Tufts could not see out his windshield from having a face full of 5 car and slammed the wall. And, hey, it's Nathaniel Cherry up to 6th.
Yeah, how about that? Up 18 spots. He's on the move.
He's going for more, too. He started this race in 24th. He's another guy who was looking pretty good at the start of these chase-offs, and it really fell off the rails for him. Really unfortunate end to his season, but he's got one more race here to go out on a high note with a bunch of his family members watching. He can still put a bow tie on this thing, but yeah, as we were saying about competition, it's a lot more rewarding when you have stiff competition and overcome it. It's way more rewarding.
Yeah, and just someone that you almost want him to knock you off the pedestal, but not quite do it. And for Nick Indelicado, although he did clinch it here in half number 1, and he is your 2023 weekend Woodsmen season champion, at least a season here. Almost someone getting the wall there, but you almost want to get knocked off that pedestal, but you don't want obviously to lose that championship. And Westergreen definitely caused that to happen tonight, again being knocked on those heels. But speaking on these heels, we're getting a longer run in here, and looks like that turn 2 wall is getting definitely closer for these guys.
It has been scary. I mean, if you pan, I'm not telling Carlos to do this, it's just something I did. I panned my camera there and sat there for a lap. I'd say definitely half the field is looking a little bit treacherous off of 2 there.
Yeah, and especially once you get close to side by side, as we've seen before, the field spreading out just a little bit might help things out. But
you want to know who's running the fastest laps in the field right now?
Who is that?
Well, maybe not this time because he passed the car, but Zach Evans. Zach Evans is running the pace of the leaders when he doesn't have to worry about passing cars.
And again, we go back to practice. The guy making those long runs. These are, I think right now we're running the longest green flag runs we've had all night.
Yeah, he's showing some excellent pace right now. If he's not as fast as the leaders, he's just a tick off of them.
Let's see what the lap times were last time by. 2/10 off the last time, but I think that was the lap he was passing. We'll see what his lap time is here, but of course, he is dealing with a couple cars ahead of him in Adam Peeler, Darren Staff, and Ty McIntosh now battling side by side ahead of him.
I like watching Zach Evans drive always. I mean, he's not usually at the very top of the field. I don't ever see him out of shape. I don't ever see him struggling for control. It's like his first priority is to have the car under him, right? And the pace will come after that. And you're seeing it here. He pulls up to these guys. He's faster than both Darren Staff and Ty McIntosh, and he doesn't lunge at the opportunity. He kind of just sat behind him for a couple laps and waited for a spot to open. And sure enough, he's now following Ty McIntosh through here. He passed Staff. He's Probably going to get around Peeler, considering he's got good long run pace here. He's a lot more calculated and a lot more patient. And in an iRacing scene where everybody seems to be aggressive almost, it's really refreshing to watch.
Yeah, you see those. I think Peeler's going to give him the position here going into 1. And those white gloves of Zach Evans, always smooth, always me fine out there, as he now moves up into the 13th position. So definitely moving up. Ty McIntosh, speaking of Ty McIntosh, right ahead of him, up 14 spots, started back in that 26th position after a rough half. Number 1 getting wrecked out early, we talked to him, but a couple other movers too. Besides Nathaniel Cherry up 19 spots.
Westergreen
up 8. Jeff Green up 13 spots to 8th. And happily, I'm sure the 87 and 2 car passed each other with no incidents, so that's good too.
Yeah. Adam Tepe is also making some headway. He's started the race in 23rd. He is, just as you see there, made the pass to put himself inside the top 15.
Nice run there for Adam Tepe. Still got some more business to take care of.
Staff is struggling.
Who's struggling?
Staff.
Oh, Staff. Yeah, he is falling back
He's
now.
He's dropping.
A little bit of damage, but we've seen that damage pretty common all night long. Probably getting into turn 2.
You know who's struggling is also Alex Grates, and I know he's got some damage, but Gilberto's currently working on him.
Yeah, I think he restarted this race in the 2nd position, all the way back into the 9th spot. And threatened to going down to 10th. How about Brent Jones? Brent Mother effing Jones in the 11th spot, up 4 spots from where he started the night. Making some noise, but right behind him now, though. Well, I don't know, maybe not right behind him. I think there's
right in front
a
of
second
him.
half.
Both the 5 and the 99 got the wall. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
You were going to say
battle.
Zach Evans, though, weren't you?
Yeah, Zach Evans right there. He's moved up to 12th. He got around Ty McIntosh. So, man, these guys' long run speed will. And I mean, I can't remember every name that you brought up who made those longer runs, but definitely guys that we see either kind of holding their own or moving on up right now.
There were 4 drivers that ran laps in the 23-second bracket that time. That was Nick Indelicato, Cooper Johnson, Tyler Fody, your top 3, and Zach Evans.
How about that? And he is closing quickly. Oh boy. Well, on Brent Jones, although Brent Jones, he's got a battle right ahead of him with Alex Grates and Javier Gomera side by side ahead of him. Old tires, but getting this part of the run, unless something happens in one of these battles, but green flag pit stops could definitely
We're going to have
thing.
to start thinking about them.
Yeah.
The field's going to start running low. The closest battle you see is this 5 and 99, and they are awful squirrely right now.
Yeah, that could put a hamper on it if not a lot of give and take between those 2 cars right now.
Say Tyler Fody's car is starting to come to life big time. He's the only guy left running 23s, and he's running 23.8s. I mean, that 95 car is on rails at the moment. He's got such a big gap to the 4 car of Nick Indelicato. He's about a 10th and a half quicker than the 4 car every lap. But gonna have to pit soon, so we'll have to see how much Fody can make up. He's got his teammate right in front of him now to pass as well.
You think we've seen some teammate games going on here tonight? Oh, great. Did he get in the wall there again?
He got very close to it. Very close to it.
With that all being said, here comes Zach Evans, close that gap, but now he's going to have to kind of be patient as Gilberto and Alex still fighting for that 9th position. Let's look at how smooth those hands are. Look at those white gloves. See smoke flying ahead of him.
He don't care. Cool as a cucumber. He fine.
He very fine.
He very fine.
He very fine. And I was to see what the lap times were, but again, in traffic.
Oh, it's slowed down a lot, but
Yeah.
he's behind some traffic now. You see McIntosh and Tepe have caught up behind him. This is getting to be a little bit of a gaggle here. You see, Grates in the wall.
That could spread things out here a little bit. Great's gonna potentially fall out of the top 10. Is now Brent Jones takes over that 10th spot. In the meantime, Zach Evans working on that 5 car, but we've seen that 5 car battle. He's not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, now McIntosh is going to get the top side of Zach Evans. Even though Zach's got the better rubber right now, that top side is so dominant when it comes to defending and passing on the long runs. The bottom, there's not enough grip to make it work.
Yeah,
we got Kynan Jones That was actually an attempt to... What happened? Oh, no, Jeff Green! Oh, Kynan Jones was slowing down to get into pit road, and Jeff Green walloped the back of the 73 car.
Oh,
He
no.
ult at 4?
No, they're both on track. They're both still here.
Oh, still okay. Yep. They're on pit road. So
Oh,
Peeler
Jeff
down
Green-
pit road as well.
Jeff Green wasn't pitting, though. He hit Kynan Jones at the speed he was coming out of the corner at, and Kynan Jones was down to like 100 miles an hour. I mean, he nailed the 73 car.
Is there significant damage on that 2 car now?
Oh, it doesn't look like it actually, which
Oh, really?
shocks me because he hit he hit that 73 car, but yeah, it doesn't look like it. By the way, Tyler Fody,
Oh,
yeah, you see it there. Tyler Fody got around Cooper Johnson and is still running in the 23s. He's starting to run down Nick and Delicato. He's about 0.2 a lap quicker.
and about a second and 3/4 back of the 4 car of Nick and Delicato.
That's
But
important.
chance- Yeah, that could be huge, especially coming up on these pit stops that we've seen a couple of these cars starting to come down pit road. Kynan Jones only lose 1 lap come down? Oh, he's 2 laps down. Never mind.
That's tough, man. Kynan Jones was having such a good race. I mean, he was fast there in that first half and got taken out. Same story here. And I feel like Kynan Jones actually, in a couple seasons ago, it'd be a big deal if he was running top 10, but I think Kynan Jones running in that like 6th to 8th, 9th range is kind of becoming a normal thing for that 73 car.
Yeah, it's kind of a more commonplace, and we see cars starting to make that green flag pit stop. Kind of started off by Kynan Jones.
Oh, Nick and Delicato's in. Fody was starting to run him down, and the lap traffic was here, and the 4 car decided it was time.
So I'm thinking we're going to see that 95 car come down pit road next time by. So right now, those South Shore guys in the top 2 staying out on the racetrack. Caden Tufts does as well.
Gilbert locked him up, almost spun coming into pit road. He might have a speeding penalty.
Oh, no. Vic, do we have a speeding penalty on the 99?
I got nothing.
Got
Oh,
nothing?
man, it was close. David Westergreen coming in hot too. Oh my goodness, David Westergreen.
That one may have been hot.
Now he definitely stuck. He definitely.
Oh,
stuck.
no.
Is it official? Because he backed it down to 20 to try and counteract the timing.
Oh yeah, it popped right as you said that he was flying into pit road.
So Westergreen's got the penalty.
That
Yeah, it
was
popped
green
up as a
with the
black flag
penalty.
for him.
Oh man.
Well, he's already
With all
confirmed
this,
second, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just
Good
It just
run that he
sucks.
had going, yeah. And Tyler Fody staying out on the track, so interesting strategy here. Fody maybe wanting those fresher tires towards the end of the run, but it shouldn't be too much longer before we see that 95 on pit road.
In fact, I have penalties for the 5 and 54 for speeding as well.
oh man.
Oh, man.
I don't know about staying out too long. I mean, he's gonna have fresher rubber, but like, let's see what the tire fall off. They're running high 22s to start the run, and I don't know. Nick and Delicato's making up about a 1.3, 1.4 seconds a lap on the fresh rubber for every lap. And this time, Fody comes down pit road. He'll have fresher rubber, but
That game's
Wow.
going to be huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
my goodness, Fody definitely made up some time on entry there. No, yeah, and Delicato's probably going to have about 5 seconds on Tyler Fody, and Fody will be running him down, but it's going to be a slow burn.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what Fody can do. Get on off pit road. He did get on pit road pretty smooth. You see Brett Jones following suit. Ty McIntosh
Pit
staying
road
out
is
of the
super
racetrack.
busy right now.
Yeah, maybe waiting, that 10 car waiting to thin that pit road a little bit.
Oh, disaster for James Watson. He came into his box. He
Oh,
almost
no.
missed it. He parked. Is he still? Oh man,
Oh, 5.
Did he get
that's
the
a
service?
worse.
Oh, he's yep there. That's gonna be hard to exit, crank it. Getting off pit road. Darren Staff down pit road as well.
crash. There was almost a crash at the 5. That's what the 10 and the 87 were hoping for.
Oh yeah, staying out on the racetrack. Darren Staff come down pit road. 10 cars choosing to stay out yet though.
I don't know how much I agree with the Fody decision now for sure.
Yeah, he's lost
Nick-
the position to Kynan Jones too.
Nick and Delicato coming into turn 3 at the same time Fody is. I mean, Nick and Delicato is almost half a lap ahead of Fody at this point.
Yeah, and Indelicato running the fastest lap of the race. I don't think he did it last time. And we'll see.
Go ahead.
Oh, Fody ran his outlap. He was, about a tenth faster than, and Fody was a tenth faster than Indelicato that last lap. But yeah, there's way too huge of a gap, and that's probably gonna the burn's gonna be slower, I think, as the run goes along too.
Yeah, as Indelicato is coming off of turn 2 right now, Tyler Fody is diving into turn 1. So I mean, it's a pretty big gap, but Fody will have fresher rubber. We'll have to see what. There's no way Ty McIntosh can go much longer. We're 55 laps into this run now. He's still on the racetrack. He might have more fuel because he had crash damage and probably topped off, but
yep, he did pit. But I don't think we're gonna make it too much longer. But hey, it's the last race of the season.
Might as well.
Get that car some TV time. Never know, could get a timely caution as well.
Brandon Jones still in the 5th spot with all that damage on the back end. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! David Westergreen and Rashid Coles. I can't really tell what happened. It looked like Westergreen washed up big time and made contact with Rashid Coles. Westergreen has damage, a lot of it.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Something happened with Rashid Coles. Oh, Rashid Coles hit the wall coming off the corner, and Westergreen ran right into the back of him with nowhere to go.
And Westergreen currently scored 3 laps down, but of course, Ty McIntosh yet to come down pit road. 3 cars on the lead lap, so if a caution did come out, that could be huge for that 10 car.
I mean, is he saving?
Is he saving? He does have a 16-second lead.
He's not really saving that much, but he's definitely crawling around the racetrack.
He's still running about 24, so it could be the tire difference as well.
Well, Fody's unlapped himself. The top 3 have... The second, third, and fourth have unlapped themselves. Next up will be Kynan Jones, who is under fire. Oh,
Here comes
he almost wrecked with Nathaniel Cherry.
Oh, boy.
Cherry tried to jump to his outside coming off the corner, and Kynan Jones... Not intentional, I don't think. They're okay.
With that, Ty McIntosh comes down pit road. Almost could have been timely if caution would have came out. Well, he'll get his service under green here. So you notice Dustin Dewar ahead of Ty McIntosh as well. He's currently off track in the 23rd position. 36 laps down. He must have had some issue go on there tonight. So all things shuffled through. Indelicato leads Cooper Johnson by 7 seconds. Tyler Fody is about 3/4 of a second behind Cooper Johnson. So that lead that we're going to talk about Indelicato having once he's
I said 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's way bigger than what we thought.
Fody, don't get me wrong. Fody on the fresher tires and with the better long run pace is starting to close, but I think that lead was like 9 or 10 seconds when the cycle finished. It's down to 7.5 right now. I mean, Fody's closing. I just don't know if he's going to have enough time.
Yeah, we're getting close to 25 laps to go.
We got 27 laps. I mean, he's going to have to pick it up. At the rate he's gaining right now, I think he'll end up about 2 seconds behind Indelicato by the end of the race. That's our guesstimate.
And that's if that close-up gap stays about the same. Jeff Green there losing a couple spots, falling back to the 8th spot. How about Zach Evans? He worked his way up into that top 10. Good long run speed.
He pitted pretty late into that cycle, too. I mean, he had the grip to keep going. So now he's on fresher rubber than a lot of the guys in front of him. He's over half a second quicker than Seth Rawls, Jeff Green, Caden Tufts. He's quicker than Gilberto and Kynan, who are up the road. Zach Evans has a extremely realistic shot at racing his way all the way up to the top 5. He's got the rubber and long run pace right now.
Yeah, he's definitely moving on up. Up to the 9th spot. He's going to try to chase down Jeff Green 2.5 seconds ahead of him. There you see Tyler Fody. What's that?
Adam Tepe, he's about to break his way into the top 10 here, going around Seth Rawls.
Yep. How about that? The guy from the dirty side, Assault Ben, passing the Rocket Man to break into the top 10.
Man, you want to talk about a spanking on the field right now? And Delicato is closing in on lapping Adam Peeler, who is 12th.
Wow, and Brent Jones was running some pretty stout lap times too, but not as quick as that 4-car Indelicato, who again already clinched that championship, but really definitely trying to put that dagger in and twist it here as he's dominating the show.
That gap closed.
Oh, caution now.
Caution. I was going to say the gap closed big. Oh, no, it's Kynan.
Oh, man. Oh.
It was Kynan off the front end of Gil. Oh, it was netcode. Big time netcode. That's unfortunate because Fody was really starting to reel in Delicato.
Could have been fun. Oh, boy.
Yeah, they never got close to each other.
As we've seen here tonight, netcode's kind of been an issue here.
It has, and it's really unfortunate. I think the racing, it's been close, and it's been a little bit sketchy, but I would say more of our incidents than not have been caused by netcode. And I think that's unfortunate, because the drivers have done a pretty awesome job tonight, really.
Yeah, all things that have done.
Cherry
coming
stayed
down
out.
pit road. Oh, Cherry stayed out. I'm sure we'll see.
Gilberto.
Ty McIntosh. Some of these guys are a lap down, but
Is Gilberto getting a lap back, or?
No, Gilberto's not in the lead lap.
Gilberto got lapped as the caution. Oh, that's Peeler. I'm blind and stupid.
Jeff Green staying on it. Aiden Tuff. Wow. Top 4. Yeah, top 3 coming down pit road. So that's interesting. And this kind of goes back to the same strategy we see Dallas Myhan play out in half number 1. This could be in the same cycle that we're seeing right now.
I don't know if I'm a fan of it. It didn't really work. Oh, it'll be scary. Yeah, that 25 and were they a lap down or everybody that I can't tell who's actually in the lead right now.
Is it wait, who is in the lead?
It is Jeff Green, right? And it really is Nathaniel Cherry there. And okay. Well, now we've got Cherry and Gomera pitting.
What is going on?
What is happening?
Were they not caught up to the pace car yet?
Well, here comes the rest of the field. And Delicato, Fody, and Cooper Johnson already came down pit road.
Jeff Green still stayed out.
What is happening?
He stopped.
I think Jeff thought he was a lap down, and now has stopped because he might have waved himself around the pace car without getting waved by. 'Cause he thought he was a lap down, but he wasn't a lap down.
So what caused the top 3 to? What caused Delicato, Johnson, and Fody to pit a lap before the rest of the field? And he muted his mic.
I have no idea. Don't ask me questions.
Okay.
I don't know about their pit strategies right now. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Let me tell you.
It's like, you know what? There's 20 laps of the season. I'm done. I'm sick of this crap.
There is a lot going on that I have no idea. Blame iRacing. I have nothing. I got no answer.
So now Jeff Green may be putting himself in the opposite strategy as of what he did in half number 1. We'll see how that plays out. But we do have a driver out of the infield care center, Kynan Jones, and Kynan, it's been a rough night. You had some speed out there tonight, buddy, but just didn't pay off tonight. Bad luck.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting so much pace in the second half, but at one point it felt like there was enough pace to possibly take it to the podium or even win it. It was that good.
You know what? Wow. Real quick, Kynan, I think these days I hear you say it too much. We were talking about it earlier in the broadcast. More often than not, you show up and run top 10 these days. Definitely give yourself some credit. I think too much I hear you say you didn't expect to run top 10. I think you should start expecting to run top 10. It's what you've been doing this season.
Well, I run there until I don't, so it's not so much where you've run in the middle of the race, it's where you finished. That is really what
you know,
matters.
that one wasn't even your fault. That was just unfortunate. But hey, you've got the speed now.
Yeah, and funny thing is, the 2 people that really caused the big amount of damage to my car in the first half caused it in the second half.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
have you seen a replay, by the way, of what happened to you?
Yeah, massive netcode between me and Gamira. But there was a bit more space, it could have come down, but with it being such big net code,
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't even realize.
Kind of hard to do. We see the field going back to green. Nick Indelicato restarting up front, getting a good jump over Tyler Fode, but yeah, kind of a tough way to end the season. But you're looking forward to next season, 2023B.
Of course I am. I really enjoy OSCA. It's my main league that I race in, but with next year or the next season being in a bit harder to drive car, hopefully you'll be a bit more in the hands of a driver and not so much luck. And the biggest question mark is the tracks. I'm not good at most of the tracks there. So yes.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Too many intermediates.
Yeah, that will happen. But these cars, again, putting it back in the driver's hands, and you being quite the wheelman yourself, we'll expect you to see you up front. But before we let you go, get back to the green flag racing here. Any shout-outs you want to give?
I want to thank Nurse Aviator on Twitch for bringing me into the team and sponsoring the car. So, as I said, Nurse Aviator on Twitch, as well as Team Watson Racing setups. You can use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout. I've personally used the setups myself, and it has helped me gain a bit more time. So if you're ever in the need with the new season coming up and you need a setup for all the open races, go check them out. As well as all y'all for tuning into the broadcast, and y'all in the broadcast booth, you do an excellent job.
Well, thank you, Conan. Yeah, a tough way to end the season here, but we'll look forward to see the Land Shark back up front next season.
Well, hopefully up in front, that's the plan.
Heck yeah, I like it. See, he's not all down on
doom
himself.
and gloom. And Delgado bobbled. Fode's on his outside for the lead. Here we go.
And here we go. Tyler Fode gets that first look to try to take the lead over Indelicato, especially on this shorter run. This could be huge.
Fode has been hounding him ever since that green flag dropped in. I don't know if there's enough laps for that long run speed to come in for the 95, but I don't think it matters. I think they're both running as hard as they can right now. Fode got tight there and had to lift.
That's going to pull that gap a little bit, a couple car lengths for Nick Indelicato going into 3. But right behind Fode, he can't slip up too much longer. Nathaniel Cherry on the move. He's up into that 3rd spot. What a way for him, especially the way tonight started. Wrecking on lap 1. Kind of
he's going
yep, here he goes.
Oh, he has to check up big time there.
Oh. And I think that's how we saw Indelicato get that lead in the first place, or the big lead was 2nd and 3rd battling side by side. Now Cherry falling back into the 4th spot.
Yeah, you can't pass very much on that bottom. It just doesn't work. You can't track up. Dover, you need to track up. And that's why if you can get it on somebody's outside, you force them to pick between causing a huge wreck or living to fight another day and losing a spot or 2. That's just the way it is. Caution's out. Caution's out.
Capuano!
Oh no, Thomas.
And you know what? I've been watching poor Tom all night. That's like the 4th or 5th time he's almost lost it, except this time he did lose it. He's been struggling. He's done a pretty good job so far hanging on to it, but
that was a pretty good lick there. Miles the Monster definitely coming out to bite him there.
Well, we're going to get a late race restart.
Get a late race restart? I don't think, because Jeff Green did come down to pit.
Nathaniel, does he have tires? He's just bluffing. Okay, he's just messing with us.
Yeah, I think everyone's got their sets on, their final sets on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think we run what we brung here, boys.
Yes, sir. Nothing like closing it out with a little sprint to the finish and, you know, probably some green-white checkers.
Yeah, more than likely. But yeah, under 10 to go here. Tyler Fode definitely having some looks here. Cooper Johnson showing some speed. Nathaniel Cherry, we've seen him almost getting a look to take over that 2nd spot earlier, back and forth. So maybe that outside line could pay benefit to him.
Vic, is there still 3rd to play for in the championship between Watson and Cherry? You have that gap coming in?
Ooh, where did Cherry finish in the first half?
Not good.
26.
Then probably not. Probably not.
Let's see.
I'm going to say probably not.
Watson finished 7th. He finished 24th. Currently, he is 4th, and Watson. Oh, James Watson's in 17th. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, No, probably
I'm gonna
not.
guess Watson's gonna get there. I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
put it out
because as much as Cherry is running better than Watson right now, I think he lost too many points in that first half to really have a shot at it.
So basically the only thing we have left to fight over here is pride. And team points there between the
they have
four,
the 95 and the 4.
Yeah,
There's
the
the
owner
owner-
points.
The owner championship. They can. That's still very in the air.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately with both of them running top 2, they came into this thing tied, and Indelicato won and Fody finished 6th, which if Fody wins the owners championship with the way the stage is set right now, something unfortunate is going to happen to that 4 car. Because Fody's, I don't know exactly what the gap is, but I think Fody's got to make up 6 or 7 points on him. And you can't just do that by taking the lead.
Yeah, so we might have to use that bumper here if he wants to do that. And again, kind of under a little fire from some of the OSCA competitors and owners after last week for kind of ruffling some feathers. So we'll.
I really hope Fody. I hope he runs full time next season.
Yeah, especially if we have Indelicato Fody battling for a championship, that could be fun to watch.
Yeah, and of course David Westergreen has now shown that he can run up there.
Yeah, now he's back on the lead lap too after having that penalty. So we'll see. He's back in that 16th spot right now. We'll see if he can work his way up.
You know his
get a top 10 finish to wrap up the season.
So you know his spirit's bruised and his car's junk at this point, but he could still at least finish it off with a solid result here. I mean, second place in points is still pretty good. You know, you want to get a good finish and ride out this 2-month off season on a higher note than a bad finish, at least.
Yeah, you know, if you're Westergreen, you might be a little mad that you didn't have a good shot here in half number 2 to win that championship. Race mad, race angry, see what you can do back in
Just go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Hang those balls out there a little bit.
Yeah. And here we go. We're going to be restarting here with 7th to go. Only working our 3rd caution of the second half. Went green for a long time. Well completed a green flag pit cycle. And just to touch on it, these chase-offs have been pretty great. During the middle part of this season, the racing was rough. There was a lot of cautions, but the last few weeks for OSCA have been wonderful. And it's been really nice to watch these guys put on a good show. 180 laps at Dover across both halves is tough. It is a tough track to do that for that long. And the fact that they waited for the second half to have a big green flag run and cycle like that, it was good to watch.
It's good to watch. If you like the long green flag runs, we could see some chaos play out here in the last 7 laps. And Indelicato restarting in the lead on that top side. Green flag is out.
A little bit of wheel spin from the field. Oh man, Adam Peeler does not go at all. That is going to jumble up everybody from about 7th on back.
Yeah, the field stacks up, but Indelicato looking good. Fody stays into that 2nd spot. Coming on turn number 2. Side by side, Cooper Johnson, though, he's on that inside. He's not going to get a good run off.
Coming to 6 to go. We know Fody's better as the tires age, and he was all over the 4 car before that caution came out. He's still going to have a chance to get up there and get to him, I think.
Is there going to be enough time? That's going to be the big factor here.
Caden Tuss is in the wall. It looks like Cooper Johnson's able to keep it off of him, and they stay straight.
Yeah, these guys have battled side by side. They're still not done yet, even after that wall contact. It looks like Cooper does
Tuss almost loops it again. For dear life.
Oh, 5 laps to go. Caden Tuff's giving it everything he's got. Oh, Rawls jumps off the track.
He's tight. Oh, he gets out of it. Seth Rawls gets out of it.
Oh, my goodness. These boys are racing hard. They're giving it everything they got. This is for a battle for the top 5. You got, 5th is so, I mean, I'm not even joking. 5th sounds way better than 6th.
Yeah, you get to go, top 5. It's a lot cooler than top 10.
Oh, yeah, and they are battling just like that. And how about Adam Peeler? He could end his driving career in OSCA with the top 10, battling Zach Evans for that 9th spot on that high side. He's exactly where he wants to be to defend that position now with 3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. Tyler Fody is stalking Nick Indelicato, just barely chipping away at that lead for the 4 car every single lap. If we're going to see a move for the win, it's going to happen on the last lap at the rate we're going, but Fody is closing.
Yeah, now done 0.2 of a second, just a couple of car lengths separate the two. And just noticeably where he gains that time is on corner entry. Loses a little bit of it on exit. And now with 2 laps to go, he's going to have to drive hard in these final couple corners if he's going to have a shot. Oh, a wreck on the backstretch. Jeff Green and a Peeler involved.
It's over. Oh, James Watson for good measure.
Oh, man.
Cooper Johnson and Nathaniel Cherry just about wrecked each other for third coming to that caution. My goodness.
So just about to get...
Oh, Peeler,
white
man.
flag.
Oh, no. Oh, man, that's tough.
It looks like he got maybe a little tight on corner exit, and Ty McIntosh driving hard right behind him gets in his back end there.
Well, that is not what Tyler Fody needed to see. Yeah, it bunches him back up, but the leader has such an advantage.
You know what?
It's going to be tough.
I don't want to be that guy.
Go ahead,
be that guy. So this is 2 weeks in a row that Peeler has wrecked with 2 to go.
Oh, no, Adam.
And have 2.
Well, you know, we could get him up from interview waiting. He's
I'll do it.
He's sitting there. Yeah, he's got Peeler. Man, oh man, it looked like you were gonna cap off your. Well, you capped it off with a bang, but not quite the bang you.
It was definitely a kind of bang.
Yeah.
That's the product of. I realized I could go out with 2 top 10s and try too hard.
Yeah, it was so close, but man, it was wild. Hey, you showed some speed out there tonight, so yeah, that's got to feel pretty good to kind of cap off the driver's side of it here in OSCA.
I mean, you can say it was speed. I was going with more strategy calls, but
you know,
I'll take the compliment.
Yeah, just call it whatever you want to call it.
I really wanted that first half to go green. I was sitting where I was going to finish third and be very, very happy, but no, that was just a product of me trying too hard to finish off with a bang, and then I ended up with a bang in a different way, so all good.
So Adam, I have a question, and I'm going to ask it so that Matt can't.
Okay.
Do you realize that this is 2 weeks in a row that with 2 to go, you have wrecked and have to?
No. So 2 weeks ago, it's because it was WWT, and I absolutely sucked and could not figure out why I was tied in and loose off. So
you didn't just suck, you sucked.
No, it was my worst personal race, dude. I was out to lunch, and I said this one was just me trying to do something I should have just failed in and rode there, but I really wanted that extra top 10 to finish it off.
Yeah, an unfortunate ending here, but we'll be looking forward to having you in the booth next season. So one final time before you take off that driver suit, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, man, Sugar Moon Creations on Etsy. Come give us some love. We got some orders to get out. I heard that I owe Carlos a mystery box, so I'll be getting with him. Yeah, you get a mystery box for winning the driver or the Picks Championship.
Oh, sweet. I thought I just got clout.
Nah, man, you get a mystery box. I'll get with you probably tomorrow.
Carlos, you deserve it.
Yeah, I would have tried harder if I knew that.
I told Vic to tell you. The fact that Vic didn't tell you is not my fault.
Okay. For the fact, it's been 19 weeks. Do you think they remember anything I said 19 weeks ago?
No, I think he did, but yeah, I don't remember that.
So come give us some love over there.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Get some orders out, and Nurse Aviator on Twitch. Come give me some love. I stream this stuff. Don't know what I'm gonna do next year.
Commentary.
Thursday is going over to my 3-wide stuff. I don't want to have both screens up, take away from 3-wide. So I'll figure out something else to do other than just Tuesdays. But I can't wait, man. I can't wait to be in here with y'all next season.
Heck yeah, we're looking forward to it. Maybe what you could do is stream like get like a nice polo, a nice 3-wide TV polo, and pretend like you're Jamie Little or someone on pit road or something like that. And stream it on Twitch.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should get like a turkey baster, like a fake microphone.
Yeah.
Put on some sunglasses. Man, I could do the whole bit.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And then you could like simulcast the 3-wide TV on Twitch.
I would say I would do it in drag, but Vic would hold me to that, and I don't feel like doing that.
Better not make promises you don't want.
I desperately want it now.
No. He doesn't be no.
No. All
But
right,
this time,
thanks.
can you be a blonde? You weren't the greatest redhead.
Blondes are more fun.
Blondes are more fun. But I'll get out of here and let you guys call this in the thing, and I can't wait. Let's do it next year.
Heck yeah, we'll be looking forward to it, and we're still looking forward to ending this season off here as Nick and Elcano now choosing the inside line here on this final green-white checker. See what kind of start he gets. Pretty good jump there for Fody on the outside. He's going to stay closer than what he did on the last restarts. There could be a puncher's chance. Coming out of turn 2. Oh, wrecking in the back.
Cooper Johnson. Oh, this is going to be big. McIntosh was involved. And you know what? It was pretty big, but it could have been that could have been something wild.
That could have been way worse, right in front of the whole field. Good job for them getting checked up.
You know what? Nathaniel Cherry sent it, man. He knew Cooper Johnson was going to get tight, and he just kept his foot in it to try and get up in front of him. And oh man, he barely clipped that front end of that 91 car and ignited that thing.
Just getting into it, and then oh man, Caden just getting into the front bumper of Nathaniel Cherry, spinning him around. But really, the way this wreck was shaping up, as you said, that could have been way worse.
It probably should have been, honestly.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, man, I mean, just where it might have scraped the decal of the Camaro off his front bumper there. Maybe just gotten the point of that Camaro front bumper.
Oh, Seth Rawls had a pretty action-packed onboard. Oh, is this him right here?
This is Jordan Tarble. Oh,
man.
Good lick there for the 39 car. Here's Seth Rawls onboard camera.
You got a little bit of damage, but nothing to worry about at all. A little bit right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it was the front onboard as he barely missed Caden Tufts. He almost... It was like he didn't know where he was going to spin. He was like, right, left, right, left. He went left.
Made the right choice. He's currently sitting in that 4th position after all the
here
set done.
See, there's Caden Tubbs. He's like,
oh
yeah.
Man. Oh man.
We have had some pretty choice onboards today.
I'm surprised Nathaniel Cherry stayed out. I don't know how much damage did he end up getting in there.
I mean, more from under caution. Just put it out.
Oh, did Cooper Johnson have something to say to him? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cooper Johnson found him, and Cooper Johnson nailed him in that right rear area between the tire and door number.
Let's see what Cooper Johnson has to say about that. Cooper had a good run going here. Looked like you're going to finish pretty decent, but got caught up in our latest yellow here. What was your perspective of the incident?
What a pretty bad season, huh? I got involved in a lot of wrecks. I gotta be honest, I didn't feel like a lot of them were my fault, including this one. I went back and looked at the replay afterwards. I already knew what he did before I even looked at the replay. He just drove up the track and tried to force me to stop, and he knew I was outside. I was outside the whole time, and he turned himself in the wall. But I've just had enough of that, because, you know, that's not the first time that guys from this team have done that shit, and same thing with him. He's done it more than anybody on that team, and it's been an entire season of this, and so I'm not sorry that I went and turned him after the caution. And besides that, though, I was having a really good night. I love Dover. It's like my favorite track on iRacing, and as you can tell, I ran the best here that I have all season, so I was having fun up until then. You know, I was playing fair. I was clean with him all race long. Every time I was around him, he crowded me, I crowded him. Never turned up into him, never did anything to him, always gave him room. And he just goes and does that. Is pretty pathetic.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate way to end the season. And there's that, you know, Shift and South Shore kind of rivalry has been going on, you know, for most of the season here. You know, now that this is kind of the season finale, or not kind of, it is the season finale. You know, we get this 2-month break. Do things kind of get reset heading into next season?
I have to hit the reset button. Like I said, this season has been abysmal.
This is it right here.
And and was hoping to try to shoot for the championship. But yeah, it's a complete reset, and we'll see what we can do in the next when the 2 months come up.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that. But we're one to go to green. So quickly before we send you off, any shout-outs you want to give?
This is the last time I'm talking to you for 2 months. I want to shout you guys out. You guys do a great job. Again, thank you so much for broadcasting all the races throughout the season. You guys are very professional all the time, and like I said, do a great job. Shout out to Batflip Podcast, Juicebox Podcast, Dynasty League that Johnny Eckert runs. Those guys have supported me all season. Huge shout out to those guys. Shout out to 213 Simware for sponsoring me as well. And thank you, Vic, for putting on this league. You know, I know that we've had a lot of problems, but I did have fun for most of the time.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And now we're going to go back to green. Thank you, Cooper, for joining us here. Final attempt at a green-white checkered, and a good start for Johnny. Wow, that was a flashback. For Nicky Delicato. Wow, end of the season, I'm going back in time. But how about Seth Rawls on the outside, going to that second spot? Battling Tyler Fody side by side.
Fody got him! Oh my goodness!
Oh, Rocket Man.
And that's how it's going to end.
Yep, and that's it.
Gosh, Brent Jones is flipping on the backstretch.
Oh my goodness, and they were going for it, both Seth Rawls and Tyler Fody. Rocket Man didn't quite get all four up in the air, but he dang near came close.
I'd keep a camera on that 25 car.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
I think role reversal there. South Shore and Shift just took two pretty huge bites out of each other, 2 restarts in a row.
That kind of way to wrap up this season-long rivalry here.
Oh my gosh.
Nathaniel Cherry, he'll still finish third, but he got another good lick there. Oh, Brent Jones, nowhere to go. He had a good run going as well. Fody just kind of almost looked like he hip checked him up the track there, and he probably didn't even need a whole lot of help doing so coming out of turn 2.
Is this going to be the checkered flag right here, or are they going to make him go around one more time? Is this it coming to
This is going to be it coming to the line.
Son is setting on the season, setting on the track, and here he is coming off turn 4.
Came into tonight, knew he had to run relatively well, and don't get better than pulling off the sweep here. As Nick Indelicato crosses the line, wins half number 2. Already had that championship clinched up. Tyler Fody finishes second. He'll finish second in the owner points in that number 95 as well. With Daniel Cherry third. Ty McIntosh, how about that, worked his way back up to that 4th spot. It's all being said and done. Man, the shift at the end of the day got 4 of the 5 cars in the top 5.
David Westergreen with a gentlemanly bump there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he finished 6th.
Yeah, how about that?
How in the world did he finish 6th?
Speeding penalty, and he worked his way up there. Again, a good way to salvage the night not going quite the way he wanted to. But yeah, getting 6th. And how about South Shore versus Shift Esports? They're all in the top 7.
I mean, that's the way it's been all season. Those have been the 2 teams that have really kind of ran things this year, and they finished up there.
Man, it's been wild. You know, before we get Nick, he's going to burn it down. We're going to have Seth Rawls, who brought out that caution to kind of end the night here. And Seth, looked like some hard racing there. What was your perspective of that final crash there?
Yeah, just interesting on that one. 2 nights in a row. Wrecked by the same guy. It really sucks. Frustrating. I mean, I feel like I rebounded well from the last race and was in the right spot. He just didn't, race me clean. Got doored off the corner and nowhere for me to go. I'm happy Nathaniel got third though, because I was scared I was going to get him again. So apologies for that in the first half, but I'm happy he got a podium. But yeah, I don't know. That's really frustrating that he gets to do that with no consequences, I feel like. It happened last week as well. So yeah, thanks for the interview.
No problem. No problem. But yeah, and that's the thing. We were just talking. There's 2 sides to every story indeed. And as far as a team is concerned, it's been kind of the South Shore Racing versus Shift Esports. But now, as we see your teammate Nick Indelicato burning it down, celebrating his championship, as we end this season, do things kind of reset going on into next season?
Yeah, there's a lot to be proud of. Congrats to Nick for that championship. Awesome. I think he's gonna get the owners championship as well. So that's key. I feel like that was really important for us to leave here with all 3 championships. Besides the commentators one. Come on, Matthew. Unbelievable.
Thanks.
Boo.
But yeah, I mean, awesome job. Yeah, we'll reset. We'll relook at everything and the roster and all that kind of stuff. It'll all be looked at in August 10th. I think it was the first race. So you'll hear some news from us soon. But yeah, right now I'm just really upset. I mean, that's really frustrating just to get taken out for that. With no regard, no apology either. So I'll try and message him. See. All right, actually, in the interview, and I'll go talk to him now.
All right, well, we'll let you talk to him, but before we let you go, any quick shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'll shout out Shift Esports. Great job all night. Well, it wasn't the finish we wanted. Or never mind, it was the finish we wanted. I wanted, I guess. It would have been great to have a bunch of us in the top 5 there, but Nick, Nathaniel, Ty, Gilberto finished it out. Braxton was great in the first half, so really shout out to them guys and all our partners. That's about it.
All right, well, we'll let you figure that stuff out with Fody and go celebrate with Nick until we get to interview him.
Thank you guys.
You bet.
We got Fody up next year.
Oh, we got Nathaniel Cherry up next.
That's right. We still got to do third.
Yeah, we got to do third place here, and Nathaniel, man, we talked about a eventful night. You talked about you after the wreck in the first half, and man, I don't know what lit the fire under the seat of your pants there, but you were flying through that field and worked your way up into third. Nice way to cap off the season.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I know who's watching, so I'm going to hold my tongue a bit. But yeah, I had a bit of a firecracker up my butt there, and I mean, I was really praying for a caution when it came out at around lap 70 something because I'd killed the tires. There was no point in me trying to save and hope for like a good top 5 finish or top 10 finish or whatever. Just try and get as far as I could, and luckily the cards fell my way.
Yeah, the cards fell your way. It still had a pretty beaten and battered race car there as well, and there's you're probably upset. It felt like a Bristol race out here tonight, to be honest with you, because it seemed like you're mad at some drivers. Some drivers were even mad at you. That vibe kind of go around all night. It seemed like.
I mean, it is short track racing. Tempers do flare. I know what Cooper said about me. He can be mad what he wants. For him to say that I'm the worst driver out or whatever out of even this team, I think is a complete lie. And anybody from an outside perspective outside of South Shore will agree with that. I don't know. He's mad. We've had a couple run-ins, but I mean, the only other like major incident we had earlier in the season where he also wrecked me post-race or under yellow was determined to be netcode. So I don't know. He's got a short temper. It is what it is. I do too, but at least I don't go and wreck people under yellow and be a bit of a child.
Yeah, it's definitely something that can be very frustrating. But again, I don't know what the future holds for you next season, but definitely something you can maybe carry this momentum into next season.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope I can race. Still a couple things need to figure out. I'm going back to school full time, so that's going to definitely throw a wrench into league racing in general, but hopefully I can make something work.
Yeah, we'll be definitely keeping an eye out on that and seeing where the chips fall there. But Matt, you got anything for Nathaniel?
Good job. you caught me off guard. I was really not expecting that. Oh man. No, good job. I really hated seeing you get banged around like that all night, but good to finish the season on a high note after it kind of slipped away there. The season slipped away.
Yeah, I wish it was enough for third place in the points, but unfortunately I got screwed more in the first half than James got screwed in the second half. Really wish I actually could have had a chance to race James. I enjoy racing around James. He's a nice guy. But the battle for third in the points became I got wrecked more than he got wrecked, which is really annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of not fun when we can duke it out like that. That makes it a little bit more fun. But before we let you go, any shout-outs you want to give?
I mean, I covered them all already. SepharelsDesign.com for sponsoring the car, even though he killed me in the first half, and then I turned him into a fidget spinner on that last restart there. ShopAngryDuck.com for being an affiliate, the entire team. Shift for just we have a great team here, a great bunch of guys. Let the haters say whatever they want to say about us being dirty drivers. F them. Like we have a good group here. We support each other, and we're good friends outside of it. So that's really what's more important than driving virtual cars around the track. Also, thanks to my family that's all watching right now. Once again, happy Pride Month, everybody.
All right, thank you, Nathaniel, and we hope to see you out there at least at minimum in some capacity, maybe another super sub role, but we're hoping to see you full time next season.
I guarantee you I'll be showing up to Montreal. I've got a schedule leak from somebody. I guarantee you I'll be showing up there.
Hey, I love it. I love that we'll at least see you on track next season, but enjoy your off season. Good luck in school, and hopefully we'll see you back out there.
All right, thanks. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, me too. Next up, Matthew, you got Tyler Fody.
Yeah, we're going to get the chance here to talk to Tyler Fody coming home second. Obviously, you wanted one spot better to get the top step of that podium, Tyler. It's always fun having you out here. You always run up front. Obviously, things got pretty chaotic towards the end of that first half and second half. Aside from less chaos, just how else could that have gone better for you? Maybe get you up there to the win.
Yeah, just needed more than like 20 lap runs, honestly. Can't really pass first 10, 15 laps of a run with how equal everyone is and how one line dominant it is when you have fresh tires. So you kind of have to wait for tire wear. Yeah, was running pretty good. I'm trying to remember the first half. It was going pretty well, and then we had some cautions and restarts and ended up losing track position there, and then it was just politics on the restarts the rest of the way. Can't do anything. So yeah.
Now I do want to. I'm excited about this, so I kind of want to just go ahead and get it out of the way. Next season for OSCA, when we start back up again in August for 2023B, we will be running those early phase Gen 6 cars. Are we going to see you in a full-time effort, or are you still kind of just going to pop around?
Oh.
Because I want to see. I want you. I know what I want is not going to make your decision, but just so you know,
have it be a factor.
Yep, just so you know, if I'm up here in the booth.
No, I appreciate it, but no, it's if I'm being honest, it's been a little less fun for me the last few weeks. Just starting to get the feel of everyone around here and just understand what's going on, and it's just it's pretty obvious. There's a pretty big group here that dictates most of these races, so it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll pop in here and there, but we'll see.
All right, and as far as and just one more thing about the long runs. As far as the long runs go, you said you needed more than 20 lap runs. How much did your stuff really come in there? That green flag pit stop cycle, you really started to reel in the 4-car there.
Yeah, like I said, it was fine. I mean, we had top speed all night. It's just a matter of track position. You really just can't do anything the first 10, 15 laps. So that long run, once I got through all the traffic there and got to second, was running Nick down pretty quickly before the pit stop, and I knew he was gonna hop in to the pits, and I wanted to go long, get the tire advantage. Yeah, it was all working out. We would have ran him down past him, but yellow came out there, and then like I said, he just got restart games all the way to the end. So just how it's been lately.
All right. Well, I think we do have another important question from Vic to ask Fody that we've kind of forgotten about.
Pass.
You're gonna pass? All right then. If that's the case,
Oh yeah, ask the question.
Go ahead.
What is your drink of choice now that this race is over? The camera's in your face right now. You're getting paid hundos bucks. What are you gonna tell the fans watching TV that you're gonna drink right now?
Right now?
If you had to pick.
Right now, I'm probably going to get a nice glass of iced water. Been sweating over here for the last hour and a half.
This response we've heard all night.
Getting paid off by Big Water.
Yeah, Big Water.
Hopefully it's not from Flint, Michigan or anything
That
like that.
damn ocean. Does anybody else have any questions before Tyler, before we turn it back to him for any thanks and shout outs?
Yeah, you know what? I I don't know if you can, Matthew, but I am. I'm addressing the elephant in the room. You're talking about politics. You're talking about, this is even maybe deeper rooted between the restarts here tonight. We definitely seen the shift, South Shore battle, kind of team battle and rivalry go on all season. And I don't know if you kind of got caught up in this part-time role into that rivalry as well, and maybe even hearing from some guys on their end too, maybe in different leagues as well, getting caught up in that rivalry. But now that all the seasons are said and done, like, how do you go about that? Is everything kind of reset for you? You kind of just refresh these next 2 months, or does that kind of still fester in the back of the mind a little bit?
Yeah, no, it not even on my mind, honestly. So no.
All right, fair enough. I just had to address it. Sorry.
All right. Well, if that's all we've got for Tyler, any thanks and shout outs you want to get before we send you off here?
Well, yeah, I got to thank Westergreen for bringing me on the part-time role. It was pretty fun. First few races there, it was fun time. Interesting format with the league. It's definitely different, but it's fun. So shout out to him for bringing me on. Traders Brewing Company also for being on this car. I think we did pretty well in the owners' standings for it, so happy to do that with everyone I shared it with. And yeah, shout out to you guys for being up here and broadcasting it.
Well, Tyler, thanks for showing up tonight. Thanks for running and making it fun up there at the front. Glad to have you this season for the races you ran, and we look forward to seeing you out there, even if it's just in select races next season.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler.
All right, you know what?
Right.
We talked to our champion Nick Delgado. We're going to talk to him again, but I want to talk to the guy who finished second place in the points, because he gave it one hell of an effort. Tonight did not go the way he wanted it to, but still, Westergreen, you knew going into half number 2 that you're mathematically eliminated, and you still had some bad luck that kind of put you in the back. But hey, man, you were battling hard all chase off long, and it's been fun to watch. David, how does it feel? It's you wanted to be one spot higher, but it's still got to feel pretty good that you went toe to toe with Indelicado on these chase offs.
Yeah, there's not much you can do when he wins both of the races there, but ultimately I'm pretty pleased with it. First race I felt like I qualified bad. That was on me. Missed the lap, and when I got to racing, it felt like nobody was giving me any respect or any room or anything, right? And I knew I had the pace to be right at the top 5, right, with those guys, and I tried to stay patient. For the most part, I think we were pretty clean. I think I might have got the wall one time or got run into one time or something, but it's just a weird race, and where I just never really had a chance. And by the time I finally got up there and we had that late caution, I felt like we were in decent shape to at least keep it possible, right? And 52 car wrecked us coming off of 2. And I hate it for the bite-sized sports guys. I feel like we are, the other championship contender was getting a lot of breaks, and he was getting a lot of, gifts and rollovers, and we were not. So not that I, care about getting that, but it's like, it'd be nice to get treated like someone who was running for a championship tonight and feel like I didn't. But at the end of the day, P2 for Bite Size Sports is awesome. I'm really happy for him. I'm really glad that we got to partner up this season. I wasn't going to run the full season before we started looking at it. I kind of was like, I'll skip the road courses and some other races. I'll just back out because last year was so bad, and ultimately I ended up running. I ran the 95 and the 09 at one point, and it was in a bunch of different car numbers, and I know people were bothered by that, but it was because we set up the lineup for other cars before I decided to run full time, and we go in to a season that I didn't run full time, and I didn't expect to run full time, and I finished second in points in a group that's really, really strong. So I have to be thankful, but I'm still a little pissed off about how that first race went.
Yeah, and understandably so. But you know, we were even kind of talking about that because there's going to be a lot of feelings. I think after you kind of reflect back on this season, both good and bad. But as far as just kind of taking this off season off, I don't know what your plans are going into next year. If full time is kind of what you want to do again next year. Okay, so I know it's the car you wanted.
Yeah, that was my thing. Was I wasn't really sure I liked this car that much. Turns out I love this car. It's great. But no, the next year's car, y'all gotta tune in. Y'all gotta hang out. Come back next season. Should be starting in August, Vic. That was pretty good. So that car is gonna put on a good show. I know we've put on good shows with that car before, and I think it'll be a treat each week. I think we'll see a little more clean racing. It'll be a little more difficult to hang on people's doors, and you know, it'll really bring the talent to the top. And I think that might reduce me a little bit, but I think I'll be fighting for top 10, and that's usually my goal in these. So to finish second, that's pretty it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, again, talking about how different this Gen 6 is versus the older Gen 6 with the higher horsepower that we're going to run next season. How different these cars are, but still getting that P2 finishing the points, knowing that you can fight with the big dogs up here for a championship. Does that even give you confidence, even though it is a different car?
Yeah, I will say, I did not have much confidence, or I didn't feel like I should have had confidence at Wilkesboro, Gateway, and here. All of those were tracks that I just did not expect to be particularly good at. Just I wasn't sure, but having those good runs at Michigan, Talladega, that really I felt like I was more confident in this car, and even being able to carve kind of back through the field to get to sixth in that second race. I sped on pit road on the first green flag pit stop. We were pulling away clear for fourth. It should have been easy, and I made it hard on myself. But worst finish in the playoffs was 12th, and it was only because we got wrecked. So only 2 laps to go in a race we were running in the top 10. Couldn't have done anything because the guy won both races. But I do appreciate that my confidence level is higher, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder who else I can run with if I can kind of compete at this level. So it's pretty special, and I've had a good season. It's fun, and hopefully we can keep running up front, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's certainly something we're going to look forward to, and especially getting that car combo that you wanted to. I can't wait. I think it's going to be one hell of a season next year, and can't wait for you to see what the second place run here this year will follow up leading into next year.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really happy for Bite Size Sports, my sponsor, and they've come on board in a number of ways. And please go subscribe to the the YouTube channel, and I think they have Spotify too, and you can just get every single kind of sport under the sun. They've got a show for it. Kevin is a really great partner, and Nate, who sponsors the 95 cars, a great partner too. They're already signed on to sponsor the cars next year, which is super exciting. I love having these partners. I love having folks that can kind of tune into the race, depending on your result, and they're looking forward to you doing well, but they're always so supportive even when it doesn't go well. And just think my dad watched this one, so thanks to him, and hopefully we weren't too disappointing. But overall, just a good night. I wish it was a little better, but when nobody touching Nick, I guess.
Yeah, it was a tough competition. So since you got your shout outs out of the way, Carlos or Vic, I don't know who wants to do it. Question of the day.
Oh yeah.
Vic?
Anyone? No? Oh. No, Vic?
I don't know what it is.
All right, I'll say it.
Yeah, you go.
Carlos. Okay.
I'll ask him, David.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have anything to drink right now, what is your drink of choice?
Holding water currently. But I'll say the other thing on my desk right now is vitamin water that I was drinking before the race. The yellow one. Citrus one. It's a good one.
We're getting healthier now, boys.
We're getting healthy, man. Fody said a nice cup of ice water.
Yeah.
Water, vitamin water, one of those. But Yep.
Well, you're doing a lot better than I am.
Yep. Although my PBR is gone, I might have to grab another one here.
Oh, you gotta reload.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Well, all right. Thanks for joining us, Western Green. We again, congratulations on the second place run here in the season championship, and go give them hell in 2023B.
Yeah, sounds good. Come tune into OSCA where we can watch me and Carlos dunk on Matt for not winning a race yet.
I'm working on it.
Hey,
I'll see you guys.
Yeah, I was glad he didn't say me because there might be a lot of dunking going on there.
The blimp.
Oh yeah, hey, look at the blimp, just for Western Green. All right, then
Now,
here we go.
Now, I know we're running long, but it's championship day, and James Watson did one award. Do we want to?
I'll let you take this one. I'm gonna go grab a beer for Nick.
All right.
All right, you take it away. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll get James Watson up here. James, I know it wasn't quite the night you were hoping for. Qualified seventh, and 11.5. It ain't bad, but you did enough to secure third place in that championship. Pretty good season there for you.
Yeah, it was kind of what I was hoping for. Like, I didn't think I had the outright pace to, win the championship. There was a lot of talent, but I feel like I had a good chance to end up with a good finish. So my goal was win one race and get top 5 in points, and to end up with 2 wins and third in points. I'm ecstatic. It's a heck of a season. I'm happy.
And and this is just a reality of league racing. It's hard to keep a core group of drivers, and it's always changing because of schedules and whatnot. Because it's not a real, it's not a job for people. They can't commit as much. So driver turnover is a big thing. And we lost some of that core driver pool, guys who we can go, yeah, they'll run up front. And you and a bunch of other guys showed up this season, and it's always like, all right, new crop of drivers. Who's going to stand out? You stood out pretty damn good. Rookie of the year, third in points. I definitely see you as a guy that, going into the race, I'm like, all right, who's going to be fast? Nick Indelicato, now David Westergreen, and probably James Watson. So that being said, first question: you plan on coming back next season?
Yes, the draw of the OG Gen 6
Well, that
is
was my
too
second
much.
question.
Yeah,
If you were looking to switch the car.
Oh yeah, that I've been dying to find a league that had run the OG Gen 6 or the COT. Like my skill set is a lot more tuned for high horsepower rear happy cars. Like I run the Silver Crown and the Asphalt Sprint car on a weekly basis. So
You're insane.
Yeah, I like cars that are really hard to drive. Like I can only understand it if I'm rotating the car through with the throttle. If it's tight, I'm crap. Like all you need to do is like watch NASA broadcast and see me trying to drive a rallycross car. Not good. Doesn't go well. But like the cars like the OG Gen 6, it's a lot more in tune to what I enjoy. So I'm hoping to continue my performances and maybe even get a little better next season with it being a car that I'm better suited to. Now, of course, now that I say this, I'm probably going to be straight ass next season because that's how it always goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
No, James, you were good. You're not going to be asked next season.
Fingers crossed.
Anybody else have anything for James here as we close out the season?
Not really a question. I'm just looking forward to seeing what sick paint scheme you're going to come up with on that oldie. I'm assuming maybe a Chevrolet SS.
No. I am a Ford guy through and through. I was raised by a Ford guy. I had to suffer through the Chevy because when I decided to kind of merge the team with Holotype, they had already made the manufacturer change, so it was too late to change that. But no, if I have the choice, it's blue oval. Like my late model, my Arca always has the 2011 Fusion decals. Like I always go Ford no matter what. Cause yeah, thanks, Dad. But
All right,
yeah,
well-
I'm looking forward to being back in the blue oval.
Well,
Alright, hey,
I
so-
got something for you.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I do
Yep,
have
we're not
inside
done.
information, of course, because of what's going on, producing everything. But I don't know if you kind of want to make an announcement as to who you might be teaming up with next year or next season.
Yeah. Yes.
You
So
want me to bring the person up?
Yes, that would be great.
All right.
Drum roll, please.
Ah.
Oh, I like this team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we,
liking it already.
Is it just the two of you, or?
No, so we're dropping the holotype. We're basically running full solo Team Watson Racing, and so I'm bringing Zach in, and it's a no-brainer because Zach is actually one of the OGs of Team Watson Racing. Like he's one of the first guys I ever signed to the team, and then we're also bringing in fan favorite Ray Bracy into it.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Ray Bracy making a comeback.
Back, baby. I
Yep.
love it.
Yep, the kitty returneth, and the kitty may or may not be on some of my paint schemes next season.
It better be on me fine too.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find a way to get Pushkin on the 6-car next season.
Hell yeah.
Pushkin?
Pushkin is the name of Ray's cat. Yes, the one that's always on all of his cars.
You ever heard of Jake Pushkin?
No.
You know who? Do you know who Frank DeAngelis is?
That name sounds familiar, actually.
Oh my god, you just unlocked a whole different part of my brain. Don't worry. The word Pushkin goes very far. Don't worry. Continue.
Alrighty then.
Don't worry, man.
Right. So yeah, like James was saying before I got dragged in here, me and him go way back running Silver Crown's pavement sprint car. It's funny. My first Silver Crown win was in a photo finish with James at Iowa, and then the next week he got his first win. I wasn't in the finish for that one. I got wrecked.
No,
But
no, that came a couple weeks later at Kentucky.
Couple
The
weeks?
next, yeah, that next race was Gateway, and that's when you and I were actually talking about it, and became friends. Like I always like to say, Zach is the first friend I ever made on iRacing.
So
That's awesome.
it was as fun as it's been with Carlos and RK this season. When this opportunity came up with James, it was respectfully a no-brainer. I kind of, in a sense, recruited James over here. Actually, his first race was subbing for me at Bathurst, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So
I remember that race fondly too.
Right. And so, that's kind of where that all started on the OSCA side, because at the time he was running an open wheel league where we used to be teammates, and I left it to run OSCA. And now that's obviously folded because you know how you can't even say the name of that car anymore without
Curse
it
you, Motorsport Games.
So that's the whole thing. So now that league's loss is our gain here in OSCA. We have James, and we're gonna hook up next season. Like he said, bring in Bojo, and it'll be fun. I don't know if it'll be fast. I think it'll be fast. I think
fast
James
this year.
James is gonna kick ass in that car we'll run next season. I'm gonna have a lot more fun in that car next season. I don't know if I'll be any better, but I'll enjoy it a lot more. So hopefully that'll translate. I did
think
well
you
in the
will be
races.
better.
I did well in the races this season where we ran with no spoiler. Like here, I was fast here. We know what happened in the first half. I won't go there. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. But I was, top 10 in the second half. Had top 10 pace in the first half. So I'm optimistic.
Yeah, and plus the last time that Zach and I were teammates, he got some great content for his stream. Yeah.
Fortunately, I haven't streamed in a long time, so you're safe-ish.
Yeah, that's if you're curious on why I have the nickname Lotsbin, do or do not check out some of Zach's clips from early 2021.
Ooh, I'm curious now. I almost have to. Sorry, James.
Yeah, there may be a YouTube video on it too. It's pain.
We're gonna have to start wrapping this up soon.
All right.
Oh, you mean this isn't gonna go until like midnight? We're not
No,
counting
I
down the
have
New
work
Year.
tomorrow.
No.
And I'm also,
We
yeah.
got one more guy to get to.
I was like, how did I just get pulled into a broadcast interview? It's 11:30.
Hey, it's 10:30 around, man. I got a long ways to go to midnight. Oh boy. Well, Scanson. Well, glad to hear about the new team forming up here. That should be pretty fun. Again, congratulations, James, on the second place finish. We'll be looking forward to seeing you boys out there in blue ovals, not in those Chevrolets.
Yes,
That should be fun
sir.
to watch.
First on race day, baby.
All right. Well, we got a champion to talk to. We'll see you next year when you guys are spraying the champagne.
Here's hoping. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. That is James Watson, a new teammate, Zach Evans. All right, so okay, there we go. I need help. Without further ado, now I'm hoping he's about four locos in. We got Nick Indelicato. Nick, we kept you waiting. We kept it on ice for you, but
Officially official.
Yeah, it's officially official. Are you celebrating? Are you drinking right now, buddy?
No. Let me open it up. Ready for this one? Here we go.
Yeah, let's crack it open. Oh,
yeah.
that was crisp.
That was crisp. Almost
Oh,
as crisp
man.
as this red wicked apple. Shout out. Not getting paid still.
Still, it's worth it. You got that championship, and let's see that sip. Oh, there it is.
Chill, what do you call it?
Boozy?
Tart. Boozy.
She's a boozy. She's looking good. But yeah, you see there, champ, 2-time champ now. Maybe a little uncertain about your future for next season. Although I don't know if the car kind of makes it a little bit more intriguing or not.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know. You never know. Like, I could run full time. It depends what my schedule looks like with school and everything. But I definitely do want to run some races, even if it's not full time. But we'll see. You never know. We got some time here.
Yeah, I got some time. We get to relax and refresh and kind of ponder on the future there. But man, we're kind of talking about it during the broadcast. For the most part, going even into last season, you kind of dominated regular season, dominated the chase-offs there, and going into this season, you were dominant in the regular season. And to have someone like Westergreen that kind of put you on your toes a little bit, or maybe on your heels a little bit, however you want to describe that. And does that make kind of this championship maybe a little bit sweeter to kind of have to earn it going into the final race of the year?
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, it kind of was a battle. I mean, it was a battle the whole way. David did a hell of a job the whole season, or the whole playoffs, really. And when you put in the work like he did, it definitely does show. And he definitely had the upper hand on me here and there, and really made me push. So, I mean, it would have been way closer. I kind of turned it on, I felt like, and got into a groove the last 3 weeks. And I think Charlotte was first and second, and then last week was second and first, and this week was first. So, kind of just locked in, and still, I mean, it was stupid close, and Westergreen's fast, and it's racing, so anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen indeed, and even there's even points, going back to that half-one victory too, where you're kind of mired back in third, fourth. Didn't look like you're gonna maybe get up there until the very end. I don't think you led a first lap until under 5 laps to go, but once you got that track position, looked like it's pretty smooth sailing. Fody looked like he had some pace too to maybe make a run at you, but just didn't quite get it on the restarts and stuff like that. But man, yeah, I guess maybe second half not quite as wild and crazy as half one was.
I mean, yeah, the first race, it was definitely a battle. My goal, I mean, kind of the whole way, I was just like, I got to run my race. I know I'm racing the 95 for, I think, car points, whatever it is. But my big goal was to, put a bigger gap on Westergreen, just so if I got caught up in a wreck, whatever it was, I would still have a shot. So first race was definitely a little bit more nerve-wracking. And then the final, couple cautions kind of really helped in the last restart where I got around Dallas. And then once you're in the lead, man, it's like, it's so hard to pass unless you're going to throw it in on somebody. And then when you do that, it's contact is like 90% chance of happening. So yeah, the first race, lucky to come away with a win. Goal was really just to finish top 5. But the second race, I told you guys I kind of just wanted to see what I can do and put a gap there. And then we actually had green flag stops, and that was a ton of fun and put a even bigger gap until the yellow. But the lead helped out there, and being in the lead with teammates there on the restarts definitely, was a big thing.
That elephant in the room, the politics that came into play. But hey, that's what teammates are for, right?
No, exactly. Yeah, that's something like it's hard to describe because I feel like in the past, it's been more of a struggle. But I think when you race with the same people a lot of the time and have a lot of the same people on your team, it comes. I think it takes time to have teammates, that work well with each other. And when you have it like we do, it definitely does help. And that's what they're there for, man. I mean, real life, it's how it is too. And, sometimes obviously things do happen, but they're there to help. And I feel bad. I wish, I could battle a lot more with those guys. And I always tell everybody, if you are here, battle for it, don't just give it up, whatever it is. But tonight was kind of just, doing my thing and trying to put it up front.
Yeah, put it up front indeed. It was a hell of a show. Did exactly what you had to do, especially as you said, the results once you started racking the wins towards the final 3 races of the season. But with that, Matt, you got anything for old champ, 2-time champ here?
You are now the all-time wins leader in OSCA.
Oh yeah,
love to see
you
it.
have a title to defend if you don't come. You got to come back next season now.
Yeah, do I? I maybe. I'm thinking
I think
about
you do.
it.
I
I'm
think
thinking
you do.
about it.
Or at least I'd say at the very least you got to mirror Johnny Eckert's schedule. And
Yeah,
just
yeah,
duke it up.
exactly.
I don't know. Maybe mirror his tweets too while you're at it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. There's, definitely a chance I come back full time. Like I said, it just depends what I do with my schedule, school and everything. And actually, with school in the past, it hasn't been too bad. So if I have the time free, hell, I might do it. It just and another thing too, I feel like me personally, I get in the grooves where like I want to race, I don't want to race. There's times where I'm having fun, there's times where I'm not. So kind of just depends how you feel, and we'll see when the time gets there. I think we have a little bit of a break, so I think now I only got one league, which is OSCA on Monday, so it gives me a little time to chill out.
Yeah, chill out and have fun. Win races there. Keep fresh and also relax a little bit too. That's kind of the way to do it. Yeah, well, with that, we'll give it to you. We'll give you the stage here for your final shout outs of the season, champ.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to you guys all season 3 wide. Carlos, you guys for coming on board. I mean, sick looking car. Happy we could get some wins, get it out there. Man, it was overall a good season. Like we were saying earlier, teammates, this year, Shift Esports, it was a hell of a job. I think we had 4 guys in the top 10 in points. So, and I think 5 or 6 in the top 12, whatever it is, including our second team. So, our sister team, whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, it does help when you have a great group of guys around you, and it was fun to have this season. On top of that, Seth Rawls makes all our paint schemes for our team, and he has his own design, company you can call it. So if you need a paint scheme for iRacing, anything design, hit him up, SR Design, Twitter, Instagram. That's about it, man. Well, we got shopangryduck.com on the quarter panel and the Mohawk Foundation. So, I mean, all those guys for hopping on board, making this car what it is. Pretty cool. And maybe if we can get some sponsors, who do we got here on the gloves? Saints of Speed. Maybe we'll get a couple more sponsors for next year if we run full time. So maybe get a donut car. That'd be pretty cool if we look at these. But that's about it, man. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah. Well, go celebrate. Go chug that wicked.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Come
We're
on. We're trying, doing some work. But again, congratulations. Go celebrate, go relax, and go have fun on Monday nights. I'll see you when you lap me.
We'll do, buddy. We'll do. Thank you guys again. It was an awesome
bet.
season. Thank you, Vic, for putting this on. Everybody just being chill. It was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Nick Indelicato, our 2023 champ. And there it is. With that, we wrap up another season of OSCA competition. And man alive, it seems like, Matthew, it gets crazy and crazier, more fun every year. And I can't wait to see what these high horsepower Gen 6s do next season.
I've raced in this league, won in it, and been suspended in it. And coming up into the booth was probably the best decision I ever made in it. And it's gone through a lot of changes with trucks and Xfinity and this 2020 Gen 6, and another chapter unfolds next season. It's been great up here in the booth with you guys this season. I always look forward to my Thursday nights, getting to watch some virtual race cars do backflips at a virtual racetrack. And obviously, with Peeler coming up in the booth in the first half of next season, I'll be doing a little bit more side work. But at the halfway point of next season, I can't wait to be back up here to do it all again.
Yeah, it'll be fun having both you guys up here in the booth, and at whatever point so we get you, we're looking forward to it. But yeah, it's been another fun season, but another wild season. It's a lot of fun being up here watching the drama unfold. It's the best seat in the house, and I can't wait to talk to you guys, you Carlos, Vic, and Matthew next season, and Adam, wherever he may be now, probably off to bed. For next season should be a fun one. Watching those high horsepower Gen 6 cars whipping around the track, it should be a lot of fun. And I believe again that will be right here on 3 Wide TV in August. But until then, again, for Carlos Acosta, Matthew Bayuk, and Vic Bloom, and Dallas Myhan, another guy who went to bed, probably. I'm Mike Goodman. Thank you all for tuning into this season of OSCA Weekends Woodman Series. We look forward to putting on another great show next season. But until then, good night now.